Greetings.
Hooray!
Great, you ruined my signature intro.
God!
Ugh, fine. Ugh.
Party. Matt, he's about to speak. Maybe if I give him a chance.
Thank you, Cody. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do my contrived hello. I always do in that exact same.
You're gonna leave me
pitch and
hanging here,
tone.
Matt? Really? Really? You're just gonna leave me out here in the wind? Just yeah. Just
We're
balls
swinging,
swinging in the wind, huh?
Yep.
Just whistling away.
TJ, shut up. Good start. This is very much on brand for us.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the party. I am the Dungeon Master for this evening. We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 edition for various reasons. You're wondering who I am. I am the Bardic Knock. My name is right there beneath me. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and somewhere else. Where else am I? YouTube. That's the other place. So yeah, go and check those things out. If you like me. If you don't like me, pretend
Nobody likes him.
I don't like me.
Everybody.
So yeah, if you don't like me, just don't say mean things because then I'll cry forever. I have a very fragile ego.
He'll do it. I've seen him.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm confused. We normally don't start for like another 10 minutes because we chat shit.
I know, right? What are we gonna do for another 10 minutes for a game?
Ugh.
Kill
There
stuff?
was a time back in the day when we actually started on time. I
That
remember.
never happened.
It
No,
happened
right.
for 4 weeks straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
One
It
person.
did.
Yeah.
Then we all got comfy with each other and
And that
stopped
never
showing up with
happened
pants, and it all just went to hell from there.
Hey, we only are seen from the top up, so it's real.
See,
This isn't even a shirt. This is just an elaborately wrapped towel.
again.
this? No, I just painted my skin.
That's some impressive painting. You make it look like you have a collar and everything.
Yeah, that's
It's
too
amazing. It's amazing what you can do with shading and loose skin. Yeah, just
You know, I was drinking tea, but now I can't. I almost spit it up. Good lord.
there we go.
That's like I'm actually 350 pounds.
mm.
I just folded into a
We're,
shirt.
we're getting too real now, guys. Just stop. Stop.
Oh my god. I think
Oh.
Alex do it.
Okay, everyone.
That's why you'll never see him from this angle, because he's got the Homer Simpson paperclip on the back of his neck, just sucking his face back.
Mm.
That's what the top knot does.
Oh yes. Mm. So I already said my name, Bardic Knock. Go check those things out. My players will introduce themselves in a moment when we all stop.
We'll get around to it.
Fucking stupid. Meanwhile,
That
hey,
won't happen.
do you like Welcome to the Party? Do you like tabletop RPGs and other various things? You should consider following Welcome to the Party on various platforms, such as here on Twitch, that is twitch.tv/Welcome Party RPG, where you can get all kinds of super cool and various rewards, such as every month you subscribe, you may give a free crit/advantage to a player or DM of your choice. So, mess with games, subscribe. You also are entitled, well, not entitled, you get given. Well, we're not free, you have to subscribe. You buy emotes, such as VW TTPD20, Michael the Mimic, and Crits on the Rocks for tiers 1, 2, and 3, respectively. That's it for Twitch. You can also catch up on everything over on my YouTube, which is youtube.com/Welcome to the Party. And then follow them over on Twitter. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, including we usually get morning monsters, which are tweeted out every morning. It's a cool stat block for a usually cool and unique monster. There's all kinds of cool things going on there, as well as just so you can keep up to date on all the cool stuff that goes on this channel right here. Cody, I can see you reacting to everything I say, and you're a dick.
always do. Always do. Go back and watch the video.
It's because like on the Discord, you're like slap bang in the center, so you're bigger. Like I can see everything you're doing.
Yep.
Douche. You can also join the Welcome to the Party Discord, where you can see such lovely interactions like I just had there. Except it's nice and friendly. No, it is. It's actually a really awesome, cool place. Go check it out if you ever want to play tabletop RPGs or just talk about them, or not at all. But if you just want to talk about food, we've got a channel for talking about food. You want to talk about things that you find. What's the safe? I can't think of a safe word for it. If you want to look at arousing, sexy things, there's a channel for that.
Yeah,
Appealing.
you couldn't think of the safe word. You couldn't think of the safe word there, Matt. That's a bit of a problem if you're talking about the NSFW.
No. No, I never remember the safe word. I'm bad.
Oh God.
Good thing to hear from your DM.
Fucking sexual people.
There's also a super cool channel just for where people post the various arts projects they're working on. There's people doing all kinds of stuff. There's people making soap. There's people who do drawings, people who make perla art and bead art and all kinds of cool stuff. So you want to check that stuff out.
Yeah.
Go and do it. Yeah, shit, that's everything here for channel. Players!
No.
Announce yourselves! Archer, do you want to...
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Everybody go.
Oh my god, everyone just shout and make noise.
We're in a mood today, and I love it.
I don't know. Archer, introduce yourself, please, and we might be able to start.
So, my name is Archer of the Eye. I am playing Keldor the Null Knight.
Oh,
Did we
arriving
get
an hour early.
another person.
We did. We thought he was
Talk
going to be here an hour
about
late, but he's actually
Timing.
here 45 minutes early.
Yay.
Yes.
I
That's
get,
what we'll call it.
Amazing.
I get to fix cameras.
That's the
Yep.
positive view.
So that's what Archer does.
Yeah.
Archer of the Eye pleases your eye. What a surprise.
Were you trying to like emphasize the word "I" in surprise?
Well, as soon as I got halfway through the word and realized it ended in the word eyes, I'm like, yep.
I'm going there.
Gotta dive under that train.
All right, TJ, you're a budding stand-up comic. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't good. Cut that.
Those are my comedic instincts. That shows where I'm going. Diving under trains left and right.
If that one's in the act, cut it.
This is a fun hot air balloon ride. Let's jump.
Strategic comedic timing. It's fine.
Oh dear. So, Archer, how much more time do we need to fill while you're fixing cameras? Because
They're fixed.
oh, great.
So you can continue.
No
on.
excuses. Yeah. By the way, I'm TJ, and I play the resident halfling rogue, and also equally shit. No, probably not as much shit disturber as I am, honestly. Yeah, halfling rogue flick. We're level 8 now, right?
Yes.
I have to ask that every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be level 9. That's why.
I think, yeah, there's a huge hint like, are we leveled up yet? Are we leveled up yet?
You've not.
Are we now? Are we now?
Your level up will occur when it occurs.
That's the thing, though. It never changes when we
Nothing.
do level up. It's not like I remember after we level up either.
See, the thing is, I know, like, we're gonna get the level up. We're gonna play 1 week where you know you're level 9. Then the week after, I go, are we still level 9? Like,
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Lasts for about the show that we level up during.
Archer, did you say everything about yourself?
I believe I did
He actually said
say
something
so,
about
and so did TJ, and now it is down to our Cody.
himself.
Our
I am
Cody.
Cody.
My name's just went.
No, you're our
Fine.
Cody, specifically.
Okay, cool. All right, so I guess I'm Cody. I'm Cody, and I play.
Get the Dark Horse, the level 1
There you go. That's our
Eldritch
Cody.
That's
Knight. Level 1 Eldritch Knight.
So
who is
weird.
a 16-year-old walking garbage fire.
I'm mean, they all are.
Uh,
Let's be honest here,
exactly
okay?
what he's all about, but is somehow inexplicably trusted by pretty much everyone around him.
I mean,
Which is somewhat of a miracle.
Yeah, it really is.
It does say something about the group that the closest thing to a functioning human we have is the hyena man.
Varco.
I mean, technically, he did summon a whole bunch of tentacles last session, so
Hey, you can be functioning and into tentacles.
Keldor just stabs things. There's not much more
I didn't
human
say
than
it. I
that.
didn't say it. Okay. Speaking of tentacles,
I can
Rebecca.
say it. Oh,
What? No, it's okay. We just so happen to know Rebecca likes them. It's fine. We are not making assumptions because she is the one female here.
I'm just gonna
I
leave
swear.
now.
you know,
Bye.
you're not wrong. So it's fine.
Oh man.
And
I
there
also
goes
have
the tension.
tacos, so there's that as well. Tacos and tentacles. Okay.
At the same time.
No. That just makes a mess. You can't do that.
I mean, octopus tacos are actually really good.
No, Archer, you're missing it.
God.
I know I am. That's the whole point.
Good
Oh
lord.
God, you're killing me, Archer.
Octopus tacos.
I'm Rebecca. I play the
I
Azure.
wrote that! Victory!
Oh my God, Rebecca, we're sorry. We're sorry. Please go.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's I'm gonna wait till Matt restarts himself. Reboots himself.
Someone press start.
Octo taco.
That's a taco man with stop sign, everybody.
So, Rebecca, do you want to tell us who you're playing and I don't know, something not on this topic?
Absolutely not. I'm staying
No,
here. It's fine.
She likes it here. This is her house. She's comfy, just lazing around on the couch.
I mean, yeah, kinda. Anyway, I'm a terrible perv. I'm sorry. It just comes out.
Cody's just basking in the discomfort. He's like, ah.
I'll
Bring
say it
it in.
again. This time in kids' voice.
Take it
Fucking
in.
sexual people. Okay. I'm upset because I started this. Okay. Okay.
Now you know,
Rebecca,
never
who are
start
you and
again.
what do you do?
I'm Rebecca.
Who are
I
you?
play
What do you do,
Prim.
please?
I'm Brian. I play Rebecca. Fucking dicks. Okay.
HR is gonna write us up.
It's gonna do about the same amount of good as it did the last time.
Hey, you know what?
Ooh.
Fine. My name
Alright,
is
everyone else.
Primrose. I'm playing Rebecca today, the half-human bard / monk.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
we have
dear.
moved on.
And finally, the only person in this group who has the good sense to mute themselves, so we don't know how hard he is shouting at us idiots.
That's good. Introduce
don't
yourself,
blink.
Spudnik.
My face hurts from
Hello.
smiling.
I am Don't Blink. I play the Sorcerer Vaco, which namely is quiet a lot of the times because it's very true. I am laughing off mic. White.
Ugh,
And
dear.
I clipped that.
Oh, glorious.
Wonderful.
I will be sharing
It's-
that
it's
later.
See, that's the difference between me and Vaco. I unmute myself to laugh at your guys' jokes. He keeps himself muted the whole time.
Oh.
Alrighty. So you probably have no idea who we are because that was one of the worst introductions we have ever done, and that is
Great.
saying
Great.
something because we're a shit show at the best of times.
I mean,
It was characterful.
Gee,
We're having
So-
fun. It's fine.
we are having fun, and that is the only way to actually play Dungeons and Dragons. You know, if we're going to do arbitrary the right way, if you have fun, you're playing it right. That's the rules. So yeah, we're winning. Take that. One final thing before we jump into everything. If you, yes, you, dear viewer, would like to have some causality and effect on the game that is currently being played, you may donate bits. For 500 bits, you may make a small change, such as giving a crit or max damage to a character of your choice. And for 1,000 bits, you may make a large change. Whatever you can think of that you think would be interesting to occur, drop it on into that chat. I will look. I will say, that sounds awesome. Let's do it. And it will happen. So that's that.
For 3,000 bits, Pikachu will strip.
We can't do that on Twitch.
You could, pay, 10,000 bits to have the bard sing everything instead of talking everything.
That's
Do I really have to sit like this for the whole show now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we go into those censored bars, please? Like right here? Come on, Kevin.
Give me 1 second. I'll get right on that.
It's gonna be half the scream wine is gonna go right across my face.
All right.
Actually, just censor out TJ and only Pikachu is showing.
Pika, Pika,
That would be hilarious.
got you. If Flick just doesn't say Pikachu for the rest of this session, so
No, this is Sputnik in real life.
It's the worst Pikachu, the one that's got a weirdly deep voice.
Pika, Pikachu.
Oh,
That
please
isn't
don't.
creepy at all.
Please no.
Pikachu.
No.
Keep going. I'm almost there.
Pika, 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 Pikachu.
Wow.
So that's why it's called Game Freak.
Oh God.
Matt, please start us before we keep going.
Put him.
Yeah. The worst part is this isn't even like my Pokemon game.
All right.
I now
Cue
need
the
to make
theme song.
a deep voice Pikachu to occur in that. That's going to be a thing
inspire
now.
players, don't.
So,
Do it.
where we left off last time, you were fighting a ghost. Well, it wasn't a ghost. At first, it was a big scary person in a suit of armor and some other armored people. You then found out that the armored people are actually just skeletons, and the suit of armor isn't a person at all. It's just an animated suit of armor being inhabited by a ghost. There are also some zombie unicorns and a big fire horse. You killed the fire horse. You killed the zombie unicorns. Well, one of them's still alive, but
Being strangled by tentacles.
yeah, it and a bunch of skeletons are being strangled by tentacles. The skeletons were
How does
also
that
trapped in a well, they're not being strangled, they're being grappled. They're being like just whacked by tentacles and squeezed, I guess.
They love it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's no safe word for skeletons.
There's all the parts of the
They're always gonna get
joke.
boned.
There we go. I was going. My brain is trying to piece together. I see all the parts to a joke. There's bones and tentacles and. I can't fit it together. They're also sealed in by sheets and sheets of ice.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible.
Whilst fighting the ghost, it nearly killed your new friend Heroes, the Minotaur. And then as Heroes laid on the floor, nearly dead, the ghost got inside him, and now Heroes has stood up, being possessed by the ghost. That's pretty much everything, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, then we blinded Heroes.
Yes, you did. Heroes is blind. So,
Like was grabbed in the woods.
Yes, I was in the woods. Where am I? I'm down here. Right.
so
right.
we
Sputnik
can.
just went out and flame breathed everybody.
Yeah, we did. So, we can jump straight back into the initiative order, which is Varco up at the top, because that's where we ended.
Oh, that's perfect.
Excellent. Who is this guy again right here?
Which guy? This guy?
Yeah, right over here.
Oh, he's the weird elephant who walked out of the bushes.
Yeah. You
The one who
haven't.
snuck up on me.
Yes,
right?
the only person who has interacted with him thus far is Flick. He kind of appeared out of nowhere in the woods, put his hand over Flick's mouth, and said, "I'm going to help." He has been firing very large-sized arrows, almost the size of javelins, out of the woods at people. And then he most recently charged out of the woods, wielding a two-handed sword with a curved blade, and cut off the head of a zombie unicorn. He is tall-ish for an elf, so he's like 5'9", 5'10", black hair, very pale skin. Varko, he has marks up his body, very similar to yours, in a similar glowing, pale bluish light. And he just looks angsty.
Just
Bako's
super
not sure if
angsty.
he likes him or not, so Bako's just gonna move here. And
Oh, you have a new token, by the way. He's right next to you.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which one you wanted to keep using.
what? Oh,
That is your token.
is it now?
I mean, you can keep your old one if you want.
Use whichever one you feel like.
Oh, okay.
Well, all the cool kids switched to the new ones.
I see.
Peer pressure.
Wrong.
HD.
Okay, Bako. Okay, so this isn't the guy that you were talking. This is me right over here.
No.
Oh, the
that's
guy
a-
next to you.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
you.
That's you. We were talking about this guy down here.
No, I was like, who the fuck is this guy over here?
No, that's you.
That's to you.
So the guy that he just described is the guy way down here.
Yeah,
I
that's.
see. Well, that makes a lot more sense then. This guy that just was shooting shit and now he came up to me. I don't know this fucker.
Who is this person and why is he so close to me?
He is you. So,
Does
did
that
we
get
just
everybody
establish that we all got replaced by doppelgangers?
We all died in that encounter, guys.
And we're replaced by people who think they're us.
I mean, that's fine.
Maybe the new kid will be less broken.
He's not. It's fine.
I'm desperately trying to figure out if I could make that a thing or not.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard. But
So,
only if there's enough biddies. That is what we will establish.
so it seems like everything is probably like under control. Like there's not a lot of people dying.
Heroes has now been possessed, but other than that,
Like I mean, the tentacles are doing their job. Yeah, but the
Yes.
the big guy, he's possessed. So
Mm.
because I don't want to keep throwing fireballs and having them blocked, and then like some sort of backlash coming and hitting all the rest.
how many level 3 spells does he have left, by the way?
You have used one fireball. No, you used two because one got dispelled.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct, okay.
And you've used Evards. Is that level 3?
No, that's level 4.
That's a level 4.
Yes, I think you've used. Oh wait, have you used 3 fireballs? Because one was dispelled with dispel magic,
And
That's
another
right,
one
that's
was
right, there was
blocked.
and one was blocked. So yes, you've used 3 level 3s.
There's only like the 4 dudes left in there anyway, right?
Oh yeah, there's just some skeletons in there, and they're just being slapped around by tentacles.
Yeah. So, it's not anything you have to waste any more big spells on anyway.
Oh yeah.
It's the octopus cage fight, really.
I'm just going to like casually cast fly on myself, and I'm going to go straight up to see if there's any more beyond the tree line.
Smart thinking. Okay, yeah. I'm assuming that's just fly straight up 60 feet to get best vantage point.
That is correct.
Yep. Do you want to make a quick spot check? when you're up there.
Excellent.
12. No, you can't really see anything extra. This obviously appears to be a very small, you know, I can't think of the correct term.
Band.
Assassination. Yeah, like it's essentially a small assassination party, which you're foiling.
Not much of a party anymore, is it, bitches?
I mean, there's a bunch of tentacles, so I think it's actually a really good party.
It's a wonderful
I
party.
suppose it does depend on your definition.
I think Bako's gonna just kind of stick around up here and just kind of keep an eye out every round.
Alrighty, awesome. Okay, so NPCs. I need to do a roll for Angus, which I only remember to do half the time. Angus, how are you feeling? 93. Attack nearest creature. What's the nearest creature to Angus?
Looks like an undead.
Where is Angus?
Is this one that he has to get to? Like, does it count?
It'd be
obstacles
either the unicorn or the armor or me.
or Eliza?
The unicorn is closer, like in a direct line. Yeah, so Angus, in a haze, like he is gonna walk into the Evard. So
He does get a chance to avoid it.
yeah. What save is it?
Dexterity?
It's a reflex save.
Alrighty,
Dexterity.
and
Been watching too much 5e.
Oh wait, no. Treat the target. Treat the tentacles as attacking a creature as a large target. So if he can just avoid the grapple, he can go through them.
okay, so they need to try and hit him, don't they? Okay.
Yeah.
What's their plus? They should really have
13?
Evard.
It's up here.
13.
16. Oh, yeah. Take
Oh
it
yeah,
on.
I can just scroll up.
Grapple check modifier is 13. Yeah.
Duh.
16.
So plus 16.
Is that
Angus can beat it.
to just hit before the grapple? Or did it just instantly grapple?
Do you have to hit to thought it was just
Yeah,
a...
it's a weird thing. The Roll20's got
Yeah.
the roll put together for this, so
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll just do oppose grapple. Okay, so there's nope, Angus rolled a 3.
okay.
So he has walked and he has got grappled by the tentacles, taking 1d6 plus 4. Where's my 6s? Taking 9 damage from tentacle grappling. Oosh. So that's that NPC. Genfrey doesn't really need to do anything. You guys have got it sorted pretty much, haven't you?
He could roast some marshmallows.
Yeah.
He could
There's
invent
some
marshmallows
goes
and then
through.
roast some.
Yes.
Well, he probably has some marshmallow root. You know, that is an actual thing.
Oh no, marshmallows are made out of gelatin. That's hooves. So if something goes wrong with heroes, at least we have a plan B.
Wow. Wow. I'm ashamed of you.
Yeah,
That is callous and unfair. He would make a lot of steak too.
Knew that was coming.
We
We are not eating the sentient being.
Well, not until after he dies. Come on.
Yeah.
There's more credit than that.
He's not sentient anymore.
We're not suggesting killing him.
We're heavily implying it.
Well, you're not I guess you are technically talking about killing him, but he's not technically himself anymore. He's a
Yeah,
ghost.
He's got another person inside of him. It's like
He's
a
a-
turducken.
He is a meat suit being piloted by the ghost of some old guy you met.
What is this, Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Shaggy gonna start
Okay.
Meme
He's
invasion.
had the chance to get to him before we do, so you may want to do something with that, Matt.
Other NPCs. I'll figure out what angsty muck edgelord elf person's doing in a moment. But Eliza's going to do a cool thing.
Eliza was Super Saiyan, I think, didn't she?
Yeah, Eliza buffed herself up to the extent where she's rippling her muscles now because of a magic spell she did, and it's kind of badass. And she is wielding Heroes' great axe.
Very strange. So strange.
The first thing she does is because she stood right next to Heroes as he's standing up, being possessed by this ghost. Her holy symbol around her neck starts to glow, and she is going to turn undead, see if she can drive the ghost out of Heroes. And how she's going to do this is she's going to do it by punching Heroes in the chest with buff Eliza strength. So she needs to make a turning check, which is d20 plus her charisma plus her cleric level.
Give me just a moment, Matt. I may have everything that you need already taken care of in the easiest possible way. I don't, but hold on, I have it. Give me just the briefest of moments, and I will have the easiest way in the world to run that, because I hate that macro so goddamn much.
Worst salesman.
I was muted and my snubbery couldn't make it through. The briefest of moments have passed, good sir.
Indeed, the briefest moments have indeed passed. There's not a lot of clerics in any of my... wait, nope, I know one. Because, honestly, what I'm doing right now will take less time than figuring out how much a turn undead check is actually going to do.
Yeah, turn on... Like, it's a really useful thing in very specific situations.
Yep. Okay. I've got him right here. We are borrowing it from a character known as Kaesel, who is a terrifyingly weak cleric.
Kaesel!
Roll20 does not like him a lot of times.
Chicken
No exception. And here we go. We have the Turn Undead macro about to be applied to Eliza. And now it is a token action. So click upon Eliza and see her tokens.
Turning.
That's an
okay.
It's right.
20 hit die. Which, yes, this creature does not have 20 hit die, so you're good there.
Terrifyingly weak, huh?
Okay, yes, the creature itself doesn't have more than 10, so yes, it itself can be affected. And all of those in there will be as well. Flee for 10 rounds, 1 minute. I know there's a thing about... how many hit points did these have in the first place? They had more than 3, so they're not going to like burst into flames or anything ridiculous.
Do they have...
Okay, yeah, cool. They don't get a save against that, do they? It's just...
It's whether or not they do it. Yep. Unless they have turn resistance, but that's not even a save, so...
No. Okay, yeah, so Eliza does that. She punches Heroes in the chest, bathed in, magical divine light, and she physically punches the ghost out of Heroes, and Heroes collapses again because his body is useless and unconscious.
From the woods you hear, "What the fuck?"
Grimmer's cheering on her wife. Their wife.
Which, in doing so, having separated the ghost out, sets up perfectly for Edgy McEdgelord Elf Boy to make a full round attack. Wait, what would it be? Yes, okay, so can't flank with a ranged weapon, no power attack. He doesn't get any additional, no power. Yes. Yes. Full round. And then rapid shot. Okay, so it's only the first two. 27 hits, 14 misses, 27 hits. So that is 9 and 7. So, miss chance. Just dropping shit everywhere. Hit. Hit. So that's 16 damage to Ghosty McGhostface, as these rather large-looking arrows just smash into him. Ooh, now it is Ghost Boy. Ghost Boy is confused and mystified, but he actually just has to run away from Eliza, doesn't he? Because that's all he can do. Can the black tentacles grapple ghosts?
I think we established that no, they can't.
Yeah, it has to be corporeal.
Yeah. So, he is gonna just start flying away.
Question: does the armor get affected by dead?
The armor is not undead. The armor is just an enchanted animated suit of armor.
All right.
So it's not dead or undead. Okay, so unfortunately for Ghost Boy, flying in a straight line means he flies through the hole which had been made in the ice wall, which means he is going to take damage from that. Because that's
he's got a 50% chance to ignore damage from a non-corporeal source.
But it's magic. But yes, 50% chance. So, oh god, how much damage is it? Where's my thingy? Spells. Bum 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 bum. Wall of ice. Do damage. It's one of these stupid utility spells that has like 7 flipping uses. So just trying to find how much damage did it do when you go through the cold areas in it.
Well, it's a sorcerer spell.
Yeah. So.
Musical episode. Everyone just sings.
This is why we're just called the Bardic Nut, guys.
Oh, it's just a D6. Oh, +1 per cast level, so it's a D6 plus 7. So, 50%. Yes! Take that! Max damage!
See, the best thing is Matt could have done that without having to roll it.
Yeah, I could have just lied, but I don't. So 6 plus 7 is 13, so minus 13. And he gets through to the other side. Huh. Would you take... it specifies the area where a wall once was. It doesn't say if you phase through the wall, you would also take damage. Justifiably, since it's magic, do you think you would also get cold damage from going through the sheet of ice?
I'd assume so. The only reason it doesn't list that is because most
not many
can't.
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's go again. Hit. Oh, only a 2 that time. So 2 plus 7, another 9 damage for Ghosty Boy. Minus 9. That's it for Ghost, who's just trying to fly away. Keldor.
Didn't Armor Boy have the same turn?
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting because they were 1 and now they're not. Yeah, so the armor wielding this really gross looking sword with like jagged edges and all kinds of nastiness on it. Ugh, that's not gonna work. The 20 doesn't hit you, does it? So yeah, armor fails. And I just clicked on when I didn't mean to. Keldor, now it's you.
Well, I see Ghosty Boy running away. I'm like, no. That is 6 damage.
Yup. -6. Done.
And he's
Anything
still up.
else? He did drain a lot of life out of Hero.
Yeah, I'm going to take the attack of opportunity and dash up here.
Okay, the armor's been rolling. Yeah, that's a 2, so no. The armor can't roll for shit. So you're gonna go try and cut him off. Smart thinking. Flick. Oh, sorry, before I do that, Kelda, anything else?
Nothing, I can't.
Alright. This time, definitely. Flick!
Okay, so I see the ghost having just fled over the ice wall down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, what, 3.5 skeletons or something left inside the ice wall. This unicorn, and what else? Is the armor still up?
The armor is still up. The unicorn and the skeletons, they're all tied up in magical tentacles.
Where is the armor?
This thing here.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a really
Gotcha.
generic, bland-looking token.
Okay, well, that's completely across the combat for me. So I'm going to remember how to use Roll20. There we go. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. And I should be, 20 feet away from him. So with long shot, I'm going to pull out my heaviest enchanted dagger, and I'm going to throw that first, and then I'm going to throw my second heaviest enchanted dagger second.
Alrighty. So, you've not actually really used any for charges on these gauntlets before?
No, not in a while.
So,
oh, right, I can only use all 5 at once for the heaviest one, right?
yes.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm just going to do that for the one, and the other one can still be just a generic magical dagger, right? Or is it non-magical after that?
Yeah, it's non-magical if you use 0 charges.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm going to put all the charges into the first one and just use the second one as a regular.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't have the actual stats for that in front of me. What do I add?
Okay, so 5 charges, turn it into a +5. Shocking, Bane. What was the other thing it is? It's like Shocking Bane and one other thing, I think.
Oh, right. No, here I got it. 5 charges.
Shocking Bane, returning, so you can throw it and it comes back. That's it.
Yeah. But I can't throw it, have it come back, and then throw it again in the same round, right?
No, returning specifically says that it...
At the end of the round, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And it lasts for 5 rounds when you pull it out?
Yeah. Says they last for 3 rounds, and they were only +3 returning Shock Bane.
Oh, is it +3? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'll take the +5, but
no, I was
gave me +3.
I was mixing it up with Angus's hammer because that goes.
Gotcha.
Its stages are +1, +3, +5. Yours are +1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Mixed up.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the +3, returning Shock Bane. So.
And I'm assuming you're making it Undead Bane.
Yes, I obviously get the choice on the Bane, right? So.
Yes.
I didn't think about that, but yes, I will choose to make that Undead. And does my roll actually encompass that? Does this count as a sneak attack?
It's
for
undead.
Any reason? It's undead, right? Doesn't matter. Okay.
It's a shame because if it could, you could deal more damage than anybody else in the party.
Right.
Evenly. Dang it. That's... Oh well.
Well, after Flick's done, you can say what Snowy does, because I'm assuming Snowy just goes and beats up the other unicorn that's being grappled.
Yep.
I think I rolled that right. Whoa.
Okay, so that's a
Yeah, that's critically low damage.
well, 2 of those are zeros for some reason.
What?
That's 1d3 plus 1 minus 2. That doesn't. You also need the what is it? Plus 2d6 for Bane damage, and is it 1 or 2d6 for shock?
Right.
1.
Yeah, so that doesn't have the extra 3d6 I'm meant to be dealing.
So 2d6 for Bane. And what?
That's 2d20.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'll take it.
All right, there's your shock damage.
I know how to roll 20. I swear.
All right, so
All right, extra 10. Solid.
Yeah, so
yeah,
15.
15
That's
damage.
more like it.
And
Flick is like dashing through the woods, and he like pauses in like a gap between the trees and shucks this dagger at him. And he's trying to pop the tires on a car. He's going right for like the calf or like the Achilles, trying to sever something down there. So
yeah.
Not like enough for like a called shot, but
yeah, so you're going like, wow!
Yeah.
And you throw it out. Everybody else, nobody can see where the hell Flick is. You're going, I don't know, he's in the trees, man. You just see this dagger fly across the field with lightning sparking off of it as it slices through the bottom of this ghost's legs. Like, so much so you can see like a physical gap appear in the ghost's ethereal form, almost as if you had cut off his ghost leg.
nice.
I mean, it reforms after because he's a ghost and he's incorporeal, but it looks real fucking dope for like 2 seconds.
All you need.
Yeah.
But then what you all see is you see this dagger as it has flown through and eventually hits the floor. Well, it doesn't hit the floor. It just flies and then just turns back on itself and flies back into the woods.
It's like,
Holy shit, what's happening? Can I make my second attack?
Well, you wouldn't be able to make it with that same dagger because the return happens at the end.
Yeah, just with a regular dagger.
Just throw the other dagger, yeah.
Okay. And it's not flanking, no additional anything.
I mean, you don't have any magical daggers, do you?
No.
That's the worst part about all of this.
I mean, if you wanted...
It just flies through him.
Okay, Flick. Instead of throwing a dagger, do you want to BS and say you're throwing the trident you got? Because that's a magical weapon, and then we can make use of that crit you just rolled?
You wouldn't have thought of that. He's just throwing 2 daggers, and the second one will just like poof through him.
Let's be real.
Yeah, there's no way he would have thought of that in this moment.
Well,
maybe
actually,
after this round.
I just realized it's an undead, so a crit doesn't matter anyway. Sad times.
Yeah.
It would only be 2 damage. Not a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's a crit, and it doesn't matter because it's non-mag. Like, so you did that first one. It's like, wow, that was really good. The second dagger, you throw it, and it goes right through the guy's head, but it just phases right through it as if it's nothing.
Damn it!
It looks really cool, but it does nothing.
Yeah. So I'm throwing
It's like
daggers
an
at fog.
eye shot goes right through where his eye socket is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Flick actually has no idea that you need magic to affect ghosts. He just went with the most powerful thing he had first.
But the second one looked really cool. Depending on how you. Like, out of curiosity, how did Flick throw it? Did you throw it like a typical knife throw where it spins vertically, or did you like throw it out the back so it like spiraled?
Probably typical knife thrower.
Yeah. So this, I know that has a word, but I'm just gonna do that instead.
End over end.
So it just,
Cartwheel.
So it just flies through the air like that and just cuts right through this ghost's face, but it doesn't seem to phase or disturb it at all. But it looks really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Anything else, Flick?
Spudnik's gonna fly over to me because he can't use his breath again this turn. So
No, he's only a little dragon. He needs to take breaks.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Kid.
Well, seeing as Keldor ran away from the armor, someone's got to go in there and finish the job. So I'm going to begin swinging the chain around because I'm hoping that either Eliza will stop heroes from dying. And I am going to charge bodily into the smoke with the intent of finding a suit of armor within. I don't know why it likes to do that before dragging. As I go, obviously it spreads out and... Stupid. Hold on. It spreads out and the mirror images take their form. And I am going to attempt to chain Armor Boy down.
Alrighty, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Is this essentially a trip attack, or are you grappling?
No,
or...
I'm just going directly to him. Like, I'm just
All
going
right.
to see if I can strike him with a thing, but we're getting up close and personal because I'm not going to try and aim into the smoke.
Okay. 24 will hit.
Okay. Is the smoke obscuring him at all?
Let's find out, because that's an 8 on the percentile.
No.
Okay. So all three of the kids swing their chains around, and one of them catches him square in the chest, which makes a horrible metal-on-metal scratching sound as it strikes.
Oh yeah, like a big, awful thunk and then scrape. Because this is a hollow suit of armor, so, you know.
Yep.
For 9 damage on the suit. And then take into account it's a suit of armor, so of course it doesn't take damage normally. Yep. And do you follow that up with anything?
No, I can only make one attack in a round. And so
Okay. Horses. Well, it's busy being grappled. So, does it break the grapple?
Let's determine. It is a zombie.
No. It continues to be grappled and beaten up by tentacles.
Zombies and tentacles, a match made in heaven.
Tentacles are a bitch to get out of.
They are. So it's d6 plus 4, so that's -7 for the zombie. Zombie unicorn is not looking fantastic. Soldiers. Fail. 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 And one generic one for all of them. Yep. Hang on, these might be dead now. Well, again. Yeah, that's them finished. The words fail me. The skeletons all get crushed by the tentacles. So that's them. Primrose.
Boom. Bone dust.
Okay, Prim is just going to take out their crossbow and shoot at the... Would it technically be flanked due to tentacles?
Sorry, I can't hear you fantastically. Can you repeat that, please?
Would it technically be flanked due to tentacles?
You cannot flank with a ranged weapon. You'd have to go and punch it.
Shoot. Okay, fair enough. Do anything? There we go.
Were you shooting at the unicorn, or were you shooting at the suit of armor? Sorry.
The unicorn.
You fire into this writhing mass of tentacles and hope to hit the unicorn. You just go, wah! And nothing appears to happen.
Okay. That's it. That's all I can.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to do loads. And we return to Varco.
Speaking of tentacles.
I'm just gonna have my tentacles keep doing their thing, but I would like to make another spot check.
Bet you are.
You would like to make a what? Sorry, another spot check. Did you say?
That is correct.
Okay, go for it. What are you looking for?
I just want to make sure that there's like nothing coming at us. I'm sure that ghost guy, he's probably flying away by now.
He is slowly flying away. Yeah, well, as quick as he can.
Let's see if he's close enough. Let's see if he is close enough. Technically, let's see, it's 25 plus 5 feet. Okay, that's not gonna work. Fireball, on the other hand.
This ghost is not looking at you. Is not paying any attention to you. So he would not be able to counterspell, like he has been doing.
I'm pretty pissed off that he counterspelled it last time and blocked the other times. I'm kind of sour, kind of salty about that.
Oh yeah, I would be. I'd be real pissed off if.
Salt him up.
Yeah, he's definitely within range.
Burn.
400 foot range plus 40 feet per level, so that's like 560. No, 700. Yeah, that's a lot.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna go ahead and throw a fireball at him, just as a parting gift, just to let him know I'm still here, that I still see him.
Oh, and don't forget your present.
Yeah.
All right, do it. Set him on fire.
So good.
Set the ghost on fire.
27.
Right, very good.
That is not good enough to get the ethereal, well, incorporeal mischance.
So he takes all of that damage. Very nice.
Yeah. Varko, please describe how you do this fireball, because you are currently flying. You are 60 feet up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
If there was ever any time to do some stupid over-the-top anime bullshit, it would be now.
I'm going to put my hand behind my back underneath my leg and go pew.
See, there's two types of people asking, like, are you gonna do like a spirit bomb? Are you gonna like raise your hands and go, ah? Nope. Woo!
It's honestly something Vako would just be like, this fucker. Like, he's just very salty, and I'm like, I'm just gonna shoot you from below my legs, between my legs. That's gonna be so badass when I tell this story at the camp.
Alrighty. Everybody who probably has not been paying much attention to Varko because he's so far behind you all, what you see is the sky seems to light up, because this is in the middle of the night, bear in mind. The only light you have been using thus far is a very bright full moon. The night sky turns a fiery orange as a fireball slowly descends down, crashing into the ground near the ghost, erupting in a small engulfing explosion. Genfrey's ice wall is destroyed. But when the light passes, there is no sign of the ghost. You have destroyed it.
Woo!
Only fireballs are his weakness.
Or it's hiding in a rock.
Every day.
There is one thing left behind. The weapon the ghost was wielding, which seems to be a ghostly... it seems to be almost exactly the same style of sword as the suit of armor, just a ghostly outline appears to be left on the floor.
Does anything happen with the suit of armor?
Not rated.
Ooh,
oh
Ray.
my god!
Horn Pixie, rating with a party of 4. Thank you so much.
Woot, 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 woot,
All right.
woot.
Welcome to the party.
As a present, my lesser-known cat, Ares the War God, is here to say hello, and I will force her to do it. There we go.
Welcome to the party. We're glad you're here.
When you made her do that, she looked up to the sky like, "Why, Father,
Why?
have you submitted me to such tortures?"
Oh, that's always Ares, the war god.
So, Cody, you asked about the suit of armor.
Yes.
Without its the person who is magically keeping it animated, the suit of armor stops dead in its track. You hear a few.
Dear God.
Who is typing up a storm?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the suit of armor.
Somebody's
Yeah.
having angry
Trying
sex with a
desperately.
shoebox.
Yeah.
There's a rat trapped within it.
Yeah, that is basically what the armor sounds like. It kind of stops and goes and just crumbles and collapses upon itself.
Yeah,
that's
what you get.
that's combat
Perfect.
over. The only thing that is
Yeah.
not dead is an undead unicorn, but that's being beaten up by tentacles. You can just leave it there and be destroyed by them, or you can go and punch it in the face till it dies. Again, your
I mean,
call.
it's fun just to watch the tentacles do it.
Oh shit, Angus is also in those tentacles, so he'll be being beaten up by them at the same
Yeah, we
time.
can get him out. That's not a problem.
Well, I don't know if I can dispel them or not, but whatever. If it's just Angus in there,
No, you
then
can dispel
I'll
it.
just leave 'em.
And who cares anyway, right?
It's just Angus. He'll be fine.
I
New
mean,
experience for him.
you're not wrong.
He was missing his wife pretty good. He could probably use a few extra minutes in the tentacles.
That's okay. We know you're sad. Just spend a minute in the tentacle pit and you'll be okay.
So, with combat over, what does everybody do?
Hold on, I have a cat to annoy. Give me a second.
I think Keldor's just gonna be like, okay, that's done. Snowy, let's go do a quick sweep and see if there was anything else hiding.
Okay.
Prim is suddenly very tired.
I'm picking over these bodies. I've never seen undead up close before.
Oh, gross.
Last time I did, they were trying to tear my face off in my city, which had just, burst into flames. So, wasn't a lot of time for careful study.
Oh, there's also a zombie tied up to a tree. I forgot about him.
Oh yeah,
Oh, perfect.
this guy right here.
I can practice my long shot.
Zombie abuse.
Okay, so with a spot check of 20 for you and 31 for Snowy, you can't see anything else out here. This was a small, elite group sent to take you out. I guess that was their plan.
That was the plan. But they didn't expect the tentacles.
Keldor is going to go take a nap.
Yeah, naps are good.
Yeah, we'll talk to the new guy. You can go take your nap.
Primrose peeks around Owlbear. Snowy. Can we help you? What are you doing?
Yeah, the elf. He puts his bow away and he kind of swoops some of his hair out of his face because, well, he kind of swoops it back into his face a little bit because he realizes it's not perfectly covering just about this much. And he goes, "You guys, you don't need to help me. Just was helping the people who looked like they were in need of."
Is that what we look like?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Eliza,
that tells us about our party composition here.
Oh,
A little bit.
dear.
Guys, we gotta show some professionality, please.
Son of a bitch! Oh God! It's in my eyes! Ah!
Flick, this is exactly what I mean.
No! Ah, God!
And Flick comes running out of the woods with some kind of insect or something fucking going after him. His eyes are closed and he's like pulling at something that's in his face and he's just running blindly.
Yeah, this elf fella looks over and goes, I mean, yeah. You sure you don't need help?
We're pretty sure we don't need help. We just took down a whole bunch of undead unicorns, I say, throwing a rock at the one that's still alive. This isn't our first rodeo with these things. Wait, hold on. Would rodeo be a word I would use? It would be our first time that we've beaten horses senseless.
Context, kid.
Motherfucker! Eliza! Help! I can't see.
You rush over to Eliza, like you think you find Eliza, and you're confused because instead of being like the nice, soft, caring person, like Eliza's still hench, like she's still buffed up. Like you go over and they're like,
I love that word. That's a British word. I love it.
oh, hench! It's a wonderful word.
Hench. Oh my god.
Like, if you're just going by feel alone and you try and feel a leg, you go like, Angus?
Oh, speaking, what is Angus doing? Is he still stuck in the tentacles?
Yeah, that's fine. He's having himself he's got to work through some issues right now.
If no one is helping him, Angus is just going to sit there and take damage from these tentacles till they run out. How long do they last?
3 hours.
I can dispel them. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, we still have a live, undead zombie unicorn thing.
It's been strangled to death. Don't you worry about that. We already hit it before it tentacled.
It lasts for like another 3 rounds.
Okay, yeah. It'll take 2 rounds to kill the unicorn outright. So 2 rounds of damage for Angus. Okay, that's a 1 and a 4. So that's 5 and 9. So that's another 14 damage to Angus.
Flick, if you could not fill my life, that'd be great.
Ah! Well, point me in the direction of someone who can help me see.
Yeah. Eliza picks you up. And you feel that she's actually really strong currently. And she looks and goes, Flick dearie is and she just pulls like a small cobweb off of your face. It really wasn't anything, laddie.
Flick just turns bright red.
I was going to allow this, but put me down now, please.
Okay. She pats you on the head and gently puts you down.
Flick just turns around and very exaggeratedly like stomps off into the distance. Like...
Eliza then proceeds. She drops Heros' axe on the floor and goes to tend to Heros himself. As she walks over, she dismisses the magic, which is making her hench, and she returns to her normal, curvaceous self.
But her clothes cannot stop from being stretched.
They are slightly stretched by the muscles forming.
Yeah.
Prim's not sure if she's sad about if they're sad about this or not.
Okay.
Depends if the spell is going to last until bedtime, right?
No. Prim's too tired for that now.
So the archer from the woods, he's kind of like just stroking his hair down, purposely trying to get it to cover half of his face. He was like, "So, sure you didn't need help? You look a little bit dysfunctional."
I mean, give us about another minute or so, and we probably would have done something ridiculous that would have still killed all of them.
I mean, I don't doubt that. But, yeah. I just didn't want them getting in the woods. My woods. Not bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're your woods, man. Although we're going into the woods too.
What are you doing in my
Into the
woods?
into the woods. So we're trying to find people. Do you know your way around the woods? Are you from around here?
What do you think?
Don't be rude.
I'm not being rude. This is a really stupid question.
No, she was talking to me. Trust me.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
Underneath his edgy, swoopy hair, you see like a small smile, like, and then you see him like kind of shake his head and purposely like put on a very defined frown, like a no smiling.
Boy.
So, as we said, we're going into the woods. We'd like to lessen our chances of dying. So, you may have come along at a perfectly plot convenient time.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Have you seen a short fellow walking around? Like taller than this one, I say, pointing at Flick, but like
Not
shorter
much.
than me, and maybe a little bit bigger. Last name might end with something like Otterick.
Oh, well, you mean dwarf person?
I guess.
Yeah. Relifor. He's hanging out in his cave.
Relith Otterick?
No, he's not an Odric.
Oh. Okay. He's in a
He is.
cave.
Not every dwarf is named Audric, kid. We talked about this. I swear to God,
Everyone
you
that
can't
we've
just...
met has been named Otterick, except
Yeah,
one
but that
of them.
doesn't mean that they're all... This is what stereotyping is. This is... Remember the word prejudice? We talked about it.
Oh,
All right, so
yeah.
you're telling me that all halflings don't have a one-syllable name that is like really, really silly.
No,
Possibly
only
two
most of
syllables,
us.
but that rhyme.
Some of us try to break the mold. Some of us try to be classy. Some of us are librarians, kid. Did you know that? Did you know that there are halfling librarians?
I mean, it seems like it'd be a really awkward thing to do if they have to get a book on the top shelf.
The smaller books!
I mean, what about ladders?
I mean, that's kind
We
of a
don't
bad
like
idea. The higher up you go, the more it hurts whenever you fall.
See?
But yeah, the bookshelf still wouldn't be more than like 10 feet, if even that. Like, just because that.
I don't
They're
know. I don't
long.
see a lot of books.
They're tunnels. Just don't worry about it. That's not the point. The point
Well, you're
was...
doing it really well. That's good news.
The point was, we came nicely around to it. We don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, look at that. Some of us are poets. Ha!
I bet you didn't know it.
Oh, I will stab you so quick.
So this is how we are normally. The one who's good at talking just went to bed.
And we
Eldor's
grade on a
like-
curve.
Eldor's just sitting there going like...
Trying to fall asleep to the insanity.
So, yeah,
he
I
has
guess
been
I
awake
guess
for almost 24 hours at this point.
yeah, I guess I'll be the one to introduce myself. I'm Jarl Dark Horse of Cowdenbuff. You may call me Jarl or Your Majesty.
His name is Kid.
I mean, so you're a royal, you're a noble.
Very recently, but yes.
Stay away from my woods.
Oh.
Why? What's wrong with nobles in the woods?
Nobles are dicks.
They are dicks, but at the same time, we just got done talking about how you can't judge a book by its pages.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
He tries.
These are somewhat fair and valid points.
And what are pages made out of?
My woods.
The woods!
I mean, you know, normally I'd love to sit here and have a discussion and deep debate about whether a person should be guilty or not for the sins of a father and all that shit.
God, you said deep.
But I've kind of lived my entire life being hunted and nearly killed by people sent by nobles, so I think I'm pretty
Eldor's
cool
like,
to just call them dicks.
Eldor's like, oh yeah, we fixed that.
We did.
You did?
Yeah, we fixed
Yes.
We did.
Cool.
Is Angus not confused anymore, or is he still wandering around attempting to attack trees or
It'll take him about 30 seconds to stop being confused, so like half a minute, but eventually he'll calm down, and he's just covered in tentacle marks as he walks over slowly to all of this going on, and he kind of turns and goes,
Boy, it's a good thing we don't have any more nobles in the party.
I wink at him, very obviously.
Right, Andrew?
"Hey, because he's not too wrong there. A lot of nobles, especially I mean, I think the prince, if he was around, he's actually a pretty all right fella, at least from what I've heard.
Are you
But
sure?
yeah.
I heard that he cries like a lot.
I mean, I'm sure if that's true, it's probably very much justified crying. I'm sure that even if he did, it wouldn't diminish his manly attitude and outlook on life. He's probably still a very virile and masculine fellow.
You had to put in virile?
You're talking to a dude who can't even shave his full beard yet.
That's true.
Prim goes over to Mr. Edgelord McDoofus, and
Edgelord, McDoofus, Stein. No, we're not getting into this debate.
Yeah, you approach Edgy McEdgelord.
Fuck it, what was I gonna say?
Damn it.
You're laughing too much at him because he thinks he's so fucking cool. He is like the living personification of someone who shops exclusively Hot Topic.
Yeah.
So I had to stop and think, shit, what's the American one called? Because the one we have here is like Blue Banana. Like, I don't know if that's open.
Blue Banana? Oh my god.
What?
I
Yeah,
mean,
like-
honestly, I wouldn't want to be known as someone who shops at Blue Banana because that just sounds
Right?
like...
At least
Yeah,
Hot
but
Topics.
Matt
Like,
has no problem with it.
okay.
Is Edgelord McDoofus is he super on edge right now, or is he okay?
He's always super on edge. What are you talking about, Primrose?
Like is he super
So
when Prim approaches, is he like super like, don't get near me and bullshit and stuff?
So, Mr. Angsty McSangsty Pants, is he angsty right now, or is that just a show he's putting on for the world?
He's not doing any of this. Don't come near me. Like he's fine with being close to people. Like, I don't know how he'd react if people tried to touch him. Now that's a separate thing. I mean, he might like purposefully like try and like shrug his shoulders up and like hunch a little bit, like, ugh, ugh. But he wouldn't be like, "Don't come near me, I'll punch you." Ugh. He's not that.
So he's not true edge.
And he's like 5'10", you said?
Yeah, he's tallish for an elf, but still not super impressive height wise.
Elves in D&D are short.
I was gonna have Prim like put their arm around his shoulder, like, listen.
Do it. I want to see him react.
Fucking do it. I'm do it. Prim, Sandra's over. Dead be tired.
As soon as her arm goes around him, I move up behind him to slip it to put a hand into his pocket. See if I can pickpocket him.
Okay.
Keep going. You're doing an awesome distraction.
Prim,
Okay.
Prim is super dead tired. Goes up to like an Edgelord Doofus face, and puts the arm around him, around his shoulders, and like, listen. We need to go in those woods. So just leaving it at that.
Sorry, did you say anything after so?
No.
Okay, great. So that awkward pause is exactly what happens.
Yeah.
I was just making sure. No, I love it because he is also adding to the awkward pause.
Oh, good.
Just to
Oh,
clarify, when you put your arm around
okay.
him, like you feel his shoulders kind of like hunch in, and he goes like. He doesn't pull away, but he obviously doesn't. It's not that he doesn't like being touched. He's actively trying to show that. Ugh. Like that's the only word I can use to describe it. Flick, if you want to try and pickpocket him, please do. So
What do you
sleight of
want me to
hand.
roll first? Okay.
Sleight of hand.
I'm gonna step up and say, hey, this
Alright.
might seem a little bit forward, but can you take your shirt off?
It's just
That's a
little
23
time.
on the sleight of hand.
All right. Let's see. Ooh. Even with his ridiculously high spot, I don't think he will notice that
Yeah.
because I rolled very low. I rolled a 10. I just need to double
Super
check his
distracted.
spot.
Oh, well, it better not be too ridiculously high.
It is like the one thing he's really good at.
So I think I rolled a 4.
Oh no, he has a plus 18 in it.
Yeah, so
28. So your hand is in his pocket, and he kind of goes like, "Yeah, well, if you need to get in the woods, it's like, I guess if you take your hand out of my pocket, if you want to like guide or something, I'm not lonely."
Not my hand.
Oh no!
And
I think TJ froze in the best pose ever.
Yep.
What is it? I'm not looking at the cameras.
That's because I have my hand in someone's pocket face.
Wonderful.
Well,
Is he lonely, Matt?
I mean,
you don't know at all.
He doesn't seem
No.
lonely. He's
No.
fine.
so I mean, like, it's not that I'm like don't have anything else better to be doing. I could like guide you.
Do you want to come share our food?
I mean,
We've got so much food. Most of it frozen, but still.
and as for your top related question, how are you convincing him? Are you do you want a diplomacy so you can convince him to take his top off?
Yeah, I'll do a diplomacy to see if I can get him to take his top off.
just the time, Jarl.
Did
4.
Yeah, it's one time
Four.
the kid doesn't do well with diplomacy. It's got to happen at least once.
you cow?
So he kind of looks at you and goes like, I mean, like, sure you're a nice guy.
Baku's
Yeah.
Oh,
constantly
no,
not
the one in the
identical
air.
again.
No, the one in the air's got like the same tattoos you do.
Baku coughs loudly.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh,
I can do that too.
Yeah. I mean,
Primrose is going to attempt to diplomatize this guy.
diplomacy.
Oh, boy.
Really.
Did
The
Flick
time
ever
has
remove
come.
his hand from his pocket?
I think that's where I froze.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, got caught. His only thing is just be still. This is based on movement.
So, Primrose, do you want to try and are you going to convince him to take his top off so you can see more of these tattoos?
No, I'm
Markings.
appropriate. I'm an adult here. It's fine. Listen, we're
Sure.
all really tired. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah. I can keep watch for you guys. You can all sleep if you want. I
Why don't
guess.
you come sit by the fire and we can have a chat, okay?
I mean, okay. I guess I should like ask people's names or whatever.
Well, I'm
Well, you know my name
Primrose.
already.
Cool.
He's
Like Flower. That's a pretty name. I like it.
thank you. I like it too.
Nice.
That one's my wife over there. Name's Eliza. She's great. Don't touch her.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not into touching. But people like Eliza. Like,
Upon hearing that, Primrose hugs him just a little bit tighter. That's good to know.
Flick slowly pulls his hand out of the pocket and steps away. Make another sleight of hand check not to disturb him on the way out.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Should be right. There, roll good. That's a 37 this time. He's way more careful on the way out than he was on the way in.
Yeah, he doesn't notice you pulling out.
He has to roll in.
God, Matt, why?
I like it. Digging it.
That's the only reason he made me roll, because he wanted to say that.
I actually, I was saying it like, oh no, I've said it. It's there. The words are gone. Okay. I'm assuming everyone introduced themselves, unless you've got like specific, like, I want to make a funny when I say my name right now. He will introduce himself as Sansalar. And
Can I call him Sandman?
Oh,
I mean,
Because he was
Hildor's
the
like,
one who
Sandman,
sleep.
good name,
Yep.
and then falls asleep.
I mean, please don't. But I can't stop you, I guess.
Sure, you can stop us. You have a bow.
Yeah. I could kill you, maybe, probably.
All
Yeah,
right,
you should.
all right.
But-
Sansalar, let's go to the fire and sit down and have a chat, okay?
Yeah, cool. But before we do that, I think maybe we should take like a quick 5-minute break.
Sure, man. Sounds like you need to go smoke anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I need to stop doing that because it's not even a funny joke. Make the character break the fourth wall. Oh, I'm so original. Yeah, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, everybody, and we'll be right back with more edgy teenagers and an old person hanging out near the woods.
Commonplace, it's fine.
Yep. Quite commonplace.
Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, and party. Like I said before, hey, welcome to Fly. Great place. Join the Discord. It's a super cool, happy, awesome, fun place. Check it out. We can pretty much jump
Currently,
straight
we're
back
talking
into
about Snowmageddon.
it. Woo!
Snowmageddon, we're all gonna die in 12 years.
Okay. Not sure that's what the conversation is about, but okay.
But it is now.
It is now.
I-
It should be a conversation. Guys, get out there and talk to your local representative, your state representative, your country representative, your parliament, whatever it is Matt's got going on, whatever TJ's got going on. Whatever
We don't
Kevin's
know
got
what's going
I
on.
don't know. Kevin,
The
if
queen
there's
ain't gonna
some
do
sort
shit.
of terrifying eldritch horror, and he'll probably stop it somehow, or at least take all of the worthy with him.
Funny
Ah,
note,
dear.
I'm a carpet cleaner professionally, and on Monday I took my carpet truck out to the top of a mountain, and it froze.
What the?
I had to take parts of it inside and put them in the kitchen sink and fill the kitchen sink up with hot water and thaw them out before I could actually clean the carpets.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was cold here.
It was only like -10 Celsius.
You
But-
say only. You're talking
Wait,
to a
negative
Texan who walked
10.
outside in 30 and said, "Oh, okay, all right. I am reconsidering going to the store today. Do I need food?"
Yeah, trust me, I didn't want to be out there.
Oh, that's 14. That's only 5 degrees.
It was
All right.
Okay, so, who has gone to bed, and who is sitting around talking to new friends?
I'm gonna move Kid and
guess.
Angus because I don't like their juxtaposition of their faces like that.
Against, against their better judgment, Primrose is still awake.
Okay. Gen 3, he's gonna go back to sleep because he needs spells. Eliza, wait, no, Gen 3 and Eliza don't share a tent.
Get out.
More.
Get out of there!
Oh, before she goes to bed, Eliza heals up Heroes, so he's not dead, dying anymore.
That's good.
He is still blind.
Yeah. And he
He'll
will
get
be
over
for a
it.
little bit.
Yeah, it'll get better in a day.
Speaking of status effects, was that negative to my strength, dex, and con temporary?
It will recover at the regular rate, so after an 8-hour rest, you'll get 1 back for all of them.
Alrighty.
You assume Liza can take care of it for you the next day.
Okay.
She'll have to cast lesser restoration 3 times to fix it for you, but that's fine.
Yep, Keldor's just gonna sleep outside, rolled up next to giant owlbear.
Alrighty. So, in that case, is it just Primrose who is staying out to chat with the new guy?
Jeez.
All right.
I'm resuming my spot in the tree where I can eavesdrop on the conversation.
When Sansalar sits down, 2 birds fly over and perch on his shoulder. He has a hawk and an owl, one perched on each shoulder, and he sits there and he just gets a twig and gently pokes the fire. He's persistently looking down, tilting his head slightly just to make sure that his hair droops down, just to cover some of his face.
Persistent pouty face.
Persistently. Just, ugh. Fire. And then he occasionally turns and looks deep into the fire and just watches the flames crackle and dance over the logs.
Deep.
I like how the fire dance. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm like grooming
sorry, was
Sputnik up in the tree.
Sorry, was that as Primrose? You said I like have a fight. I thought that was just
Yes.
you as Ashley saying like, oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. That was me being a bad DM and so yeah, you say that and he kind of looks and goes, yeah, it's. I mean, you know, something that's so pretty and it's so destructive. It's like a metaphor to life or just dangerous things, I guess. You know,
True.
it's deep.
I would agree with that.
Real deep. So.
Oh my god.
So.
Awkward.
Flick.
So,
Yes.
What? What are you love doing?
What do I love doing?
No, like, what are you lot doing?
Um,
Like, what are you? Like, just friends, travelers?
I think
Tourists.
we're all friends.
Friendly
Want to come
tourists.
down here, Flick, that's fine.
I prefer to yell.
Okay.
I'll
I
actually
think
come
I-
down.
Hello, grandson.
Grandson, when did I get demoted?
You've always been my grandson.
Oh.
I mean, in some ways, a grandson is better than just a normal son. You normally get spoiled and whatnot. Sometimes parents are not so good to their children. You know, they've got jobs and stuff. Don't have time for their children. Then the children get ignored.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. But I do definitely get spoiled now. No one even asks for their share of the money, like ever.
What's money?
See? Whatever. I'll buy them nice things when we have the chance. And then then I get to be the rich grandpa. Ha.
I mean,
Talk about role reversal.
I had a cool grandpa. He's dead.
Yeah. Join the club. Wait, this seems like a moment where we should like cheers instead of just looking at each other in like mock hostility or not mock hostility, whatever it is. And I like fish out my flask of the Frost Giant Ale.
oh dear.
Frost Giant Ale, wine, spirits. It was spirits, wasn't it? Frost Giant spirits. Yeah. Okay, so here's a rule. We each get a shot. Just don't breathe on me after. Okay? You'll be extra minty fresh if you catch my drift.
I take a big chug, and I exhale a little ice breath over the top of the fire, and just see what it does to the flames.
Okay, yeah. As you exhale over the fire, it's actually a really beautiful thing to watch because it's just intense, magical frost breath. But it kind of goes over the fire, and you can physically see the air mist, and then slow. What's what I'm looking for? When something turns from steam, from a gas to a liquid. No, it's not evaporate. It's the other way around. It's condensation. So it just condense? Is that the word? When it turns from?
No, there is another word for it.
Let's
Come on,
just.
teacher, you should know this, shouldn't you?
He's a drama teacher.
I am a drama teacher, and I also
Yeah,
was only half paying attention. What's going on?
The
Flick
word
is
when
breathing frost breath over the fire.
Oh,
I'm trying to describe it turning from like vapor. Well, not vapor, from gas.
Sublimating.
Sublimating, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the
So
word.
you can see it doing that, and
I knew he'd
it
know it.
actually looks as if it kind of is raining onto the fire, but only over the fireplace. It's really cool looking.
Sweet.
And
Then
you
I
kinda-
pass it to him.
Yeah, he will take a drink. He goes, "Mm. I like how it hurts when you drink it.
It makes his voice better.
I mean, I like how it hurts."
At the word hurts, kid's not totally asleep just yet. He's gonna poke his head out and he's like, so tell me, you got any scars?
Yeah.
Boy, I bet I can beat you.
Is this how Kid picks guys up?
No, this is how I get guys to take their shirts off.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you're right. My mistake.
just to clarify, are we talking like physical scars or scars?
I'm talking physical. If it hurts,
We've all got
man, you
emotional
gotta make
scars,
sure.
buddy.
Yeah, the physical
bet.
ones are the ones everyone can see.
I bet mine are deeper.
Do you want to
Yeah.
bet? Do you want to physically bet with me right now? Because I am already starting to take my shirt off.
We are not playing that game. You can play the physical scar game. We're not playing the emotional scar game.
These go all
No
the way
one's-
down, man. I'm more than happy to help you.
Yeah, so Kid, as you start taking off your shirt, Sandalar stands up and he takes off the cloak he was wearing, revealing, a pretty standard like traveler's outfit underneath, like a vaguely cloth linen type shirt, and like it's not a waistcoat, it's kind of like a vest, like a leather vest over top. He undoes that. You can see all up the right hand side of his body. So when you see his flesh on his arm, it is covered in the exact same tattoos and markings as Varkam. And on the left side is where there appears to be marks of not so much scars like from the occasional one. They kind of look like claw marks or bite marks, but more so than anything, there are burn marks. And when he takes his top off, you can see almost directly down the center, it splits pretty much straight on his sternum. The right-hand side of his body is covered in these tattoos, and the left-hand side is basically 80% burn.
All right. You definitely got something going on. I think for ratios, though, I'm still coming out on top. See, this one, I got this one from something that can pull its face backwards.
Yeah.
Flick is face palming.
I mean, I think I killed one of those.
Oh, did you? I did too.
They kind of, they look, your friend, the furry one. They kind of look like that, but on four legs, right?
Yeah,
Was-
kind of.
And the face pulls back, and it's weird, and they like to shout a lot.
Yeah,
hard to
here's the thing,
hunt.
though. Oh, I mean, trust me on that. The only thing you gotta do is take their face and pull it farther back, and they stop screaming.
Oh, I just shoot arrows in its face.
Weak.
Flick
Uh,
moves
so
up
he's
next
not-
to Primrose, and
Uh-huh.
he like moves up next to her on the bench, and he goes,
When do they start making out?
I don't know, but I'm into it. Where's the alcohol? I need some.
passes her the flask.
Are you?
This-
Take
Are
all
you
you need.
essentially watching like? I don't even know what subsection of porn you call this. Like,
Flick is staring at this like a car wreck, just like eyes wide, like what's going on?
I mean, that's kind of the same thing. Sir. You assume too much of me.
Here's the question. Are you like a sorcerer or something? Because that's the only time I've ever seen tattoos like that.
What's a sorcerer?
Okay, so you know our buddy, The one who was flying. That's Vaco. He's got these amazing
type in frame.
tattoos on him that talk about dragons, and he can shoot like fireballs from his hands and other places, I have been told. So tell me, can you do something like that? You've got two animals here. Does one of them make you a little bit more alert whenever it's next to you?
I mean, they both do. He points at the hawk. This one is for daytime hunting. And then he points to the owl. This is nighttime. I always had daytime. The nighttime one kind of appeared after like all of, and he gestures to his body after this. I mean, if you're asking if I can like do magic, I guess, yeah.
What can you do?
Now I need to look at what he can fucking do.
Right.
Should any of us roll for drunkenness?
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm not drinking.
I'm drinking.
Flick and
This is a
Primrose, if you
duel.
could both roll me fortitudes.
Oh,
This is a duel for superiority in the art of scar having. Primrose is way too into this.
That's a
Flick's
22.
also really into it.
Wow.
Yeah, you are both just pounding. You take a drink and you get this beautiful. Your body cools and then warms in a contrast. Like, that's the good stuff. Okay, so you ask what he can do. He kind of goes, "Well, I can do this." He pulls an arrow out and touches it, and it lights up. Can do that.
oh, shiny.
All right.
He
that's
then
pretty-
he lets go of the arrow and then moves his right hand, and he makes the arrow float and levitate, and he can move it around a little bit. And I mean, all those marks on the trees, they were me. Watch. And he reaches down and touches the log you guys are sat on, and he leaves an arcane mark on it.
Okay.
Then, and did you notice how I ran really quick earlier?
Yeah, we've seen that before. We had this guy who was traveling with us with a really long beard and a ridiculous voice, and he could do the exact same thing when he wanted to.
Yeah, I can do that. And you have a thing. I mean, all right. He points at his owl and touches it, and he has it fly a little bit and like throw a rock at my owl.
Okay, I'll throw a rock at your owl. I'm throwing the rock at the owl.
All right.
He
Yep.
He didn't tell me whether or not this was something that I should be doing just like lightly. And he has
You
exactly 2 birds and I have 1 stone, so let's see how this works.
as you throw the rock, like this feels like it's a good throw. Like you feel like I should probably be able to hit this owl.
Mhm.
As it goes to make contact, a magical shield appears in front of the owl. The rock collides with that instead. And
As
the
soon
owl
as
flies
his
back.
rock falls, I throw another rock.
Yeah, Flick,
Hitting
you hit
AC
it.
29. It doesn't work twice in a row.
Well, no, you got a 29. Like the spell he did only adds like 2 AC.
That's a shield.
Way to beam the owl.
He's just
I hit it and I'm immediately like, oh shit! I thought it had a shield. What the hell?
No, Flick, you don't get it. Magic doesn't always work against rocks.
No, clearly I don't get what.
Yeah, no, it's like complicated, intricate stuff. Kenther can back me up on this. Rocks sometimes beat magic. Like, it's one of those rock, paper, scissors things. Like, magic gets beaten by rock, sometimes. It's like a 50-50 chance.
But like magic doesn't get beaten by seeds. So if you threw a seed at it, it would be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you throw a seed
Flick,
at
you
it,
can't-
sometimes it explodes, but not always.
If you're gonna fuck with me this much, I need to be drunker. And I take a drink.
I'm not even fucking with you. This is actually true.
feel like you just have to just pound someone's owl like
Did
Tell
the
you,
owl
tell
like
me you
fall
want to.
over or anything?
I mean, you hit it, and you know it's fine. It's just a rock. You don't do any real damage. Like, it goes.
I'm sorry.
Would you like? And I take the cap of the flask and I put a bit of ale or wine spirits into it, and I hold it up as a peace offering.
Okay. Roll a handle animal.
I can't wait.
One of my best skills, handle animal.
Crit.
Yes.
Crit. Fail.
With an
crit,
awesome
fail,
plus
crit,
2.
fail.
I got a 5.
Close enough.
Okay. The owl swoops down. It doesn't go for. It looks like it's going to go for the little cup. It instead just scratches you on the arm.
Ah, son of a bitch!
One
I
down.
see where you got your scars from, man.
I mean,
Am I part of your club now?
No.
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 Do you have deep-seated emotional trauma that goes along with the scars?
I have that without the scars.
I
Just because you wear the hat doesn't mean you can join our club.
Try avoiding some of the scars. You wouldn't need a damn club. And walk away.
Point of that. Anyway, can you talk to yours yet?
No. I can.
Not yet. Me and Sugar have deep conversations.
I can feel this one.
I thought he meant the
He-
scars.
And he gestures to the hawk, like, I can like feel a lot with this one. This one is newer.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, no, Sugar and I talk about stuff a lot, mostly about fruit, but occasionally about, like, deep-seated mental issues. He's been talking to me about, I don't know, building a dungeon in my castle, something like that. He thinks it would be a good place to be. Like, later on.
I can imagine it. You know, it's in my dark.
Yeah, we've already got an animal jail, technically. And we have,
That's not cool.
well, I mean, like, it's like that animal over there, I say, pointing at Snowy.
But that's not cool. It's a living creature. It should be like free.
Yeah, but the worm's okay. I mean, as far as I'm aware, nothing is really holding them back except a bunch of goblins, and honestly, that's never stopped any of us.
Okay, I guess.
Prim is still drinking that ale.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Beat him
drink, make
down.
another fortitude, please.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to determine when to roll for them just passing out from tired with a drink in their hand. Don't know. Oh, well.
Okay. Prim, you're starting to feel real drowsy. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Loopy as fuck. Okay.
Just to clarify, kids, you haven't put your shirt back on, right?
No, absolutely not.
No, neither is Sanslar. Yeah, Flick, you're feeling pretty drunk right about now. Whether that comes around like Primrose's tired drunk, or if you are gonna have like an emotional breakdown, that's up to you. Or if you're gonna think it's a really good idea to go get some real greasy food from halfway across town. You know, these are all
mean-
acceptable types of drunk.
I'm taking the wagon and I'm going. You can't stop me.
Gets 10 feet and crashes into a tree, and then realizes he wasn't even connected to the horses yet. He was just on a hill.
You just mount the horse backwards. You know, you're holding.
Smack.
You've got the gut rope in your hand, thinking it's the reins, and you're going, "Hi ho, horsey!" Oh!
He accidentally mounts the death in the mirror.
Sitting on the dead unicorn, wondering why it's not going
Get
anywhere.
me up! As it begins to attract flies.
Oh my god. Ew.
Okay. Although that does raise a question, like the thing about dead flies. I don't know why, but that always makes me think of dwarves. And I want to know a little
Dead
more about
flies?
this dwarf guy. Yeah,
That's
dead
a really
flies.
weird. That's a really weird association.
Why would that make you think of dwarves? What's
I
wrong
mean,
with
have
you?
you ever smelled one?
Yes, they're pleasant.
I
Didn't
mean,
we,
Are you sure?
didn't we
Ralph
just
smells,
have this conversation?
but
My friend's pleasant. I don't know about.
well, I don't know about your dwarf, but Ralph smells, but that's because he like covers himself in mud and, and all of that weird stuff he finds.
I'm not saying none of them smell. I'm just saying maybe you shouldn't assume all of them smell.
Okay, so most of them smell.
Probably. I haven't
Okay,
been around most of them. Been
exactly.
around like 4.
What does he do? What's he out here to do? Like our companion in the tent has told us a little about what he does, but we don't trust his words for a lot of stuff anymore.
Well,
Which come back.
when Relifor first came, he set my village on fire.
Okay, understandable.
Oh, he's a bitch then. Oh,
Well, no. After he nearly killed me, but killed everybody else I know. I don't know. Something weird happened. He went like, I don't know.
you're trying to reason with a drunk friend. This isn't a good idea.
It was weird. Like, he started. I don't know. Something about triad.
If you don't
and-
know, then he's a bitch.
No, he was. He was a bitch. Now he's
You
cool.
sound like you need another drink.
Who, me?
Drink sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
No,
Both
me
of you.
thanks. I have more yarling to do tomorrow.
Yeah, he just takes the drink and hands it back. Like, well, doesn't even seem phased by it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We're on a diplomatic peace mission to find the druids.
Oh,
And that's why we came fully armed.
It took
I
us
mean,
a half an hour of talking to this guy for us to announce that we're on a diplomatic peace mission to the druids. What are you doing here? Why are you
I mean-
going here? What is your
Well, right now we're
purpose?
comparing
Why are
scars.
you in the forest? Why do you want to go to the forest? What's going on?
Half an
By
hour
the
of
way,
drinking and scars.
we're on a diplomatic peace mission to the druids.
I have some good news. Well, it's not good news.
It's gonna be a short mission.
I mean, I have some not bad news.
Okay.
The bad news is that there is no good news.
I mean, yeah. I can take you to Relathor. Like, he seems to be going hard on druid stuff.
Oh my.
All the other ones, they're dead.
All
Relathor
the
killed
other
them.
ones.
I guess this will be an easy negotiation then. Zindrix, you're second to last of your kind.
Zindrix
yeah.
remains silent.
Loud silence.
Wakey, wakey.
I mean, you know. It's not just because of, like, I've got a sharp, edgy, off-putting character trope. I'm struggling to describe it because it's really difficult to describe.
I did
But,
it first too, and then I stopped caring.
I mean, yeah. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know.
You tried to describe him at first, and then you stopped caring about him. Yeah, sounds about right.
No, so the thing is, like, you know what I was saying earlier about nobles kind of being dicks?
Yeah, and then we got talking about books and stuff.
Yeah. Relathor was sent here by one, like, some real important fifth. I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Better than the fifths.
Oh,
Yeah. He came with a bunch of people. They used weird stuff. They, like, would stab people and then use their magic spells. They taken from the people they stabbed.
Sounds
a
like
whole thing.
Sounds like a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's kind of like a
here's
little
my
bitch
thing.
tactic.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm a noble, and I'm very pro-magic and very pro-stabbing. I can do both. This is a... like, that's why we're here for the diplomatic meeting. If there's anybody left whatsoever, we're hoping to, I don't know, maybe at least come to a bit of a peace thing. I mean, as far as I'm aware, with Dundee being burned down to the ground, nobility is in shambles anyway.
Good. But yeah, so the only druid is Relathor. It's a whole weird thing. Basically, at least from what I could tell. He didn't seem happy about setting my village on fire, which I don't really have sympathy for. He set my village on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Dick.
He's dick.
But then, did the whole "you killed my family, I'm gonna kill you" shtick. Tracked him down.
Oh yeah, that old one.
And he didn't seem like he was all there. He was talking about some, I don't know, something about like a tree king. I don't know, something about like a holly king or an oak king. I don't know. He kept talking about the wheel is turning. I don't know.
Huh. Well, if there's a tree king, I guess we can alter the mission to go talk to him.
I don't know. I think it's like a metaphysical thing. It was weird.
But what if it's not?
It might not be. I don't know. But
Prim has sobered up a little bit now, talking
Mhm.
about depressing shit. And on a bit of a lighter note, though, before we get back into bitches be bitches because bitches. And I'll point to the forest. Do you know if there's like a secret garden in there? Flowers.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but if I knew there was a secret garden, if I told you, then it wouldn't be secret.
I'm looking for it.
But no, I don't know. That sounds like druid stuff.
Damn it.
Okay, so if you aren't a druid, what exactly is your whole thing? Like, you heard your village burned down, but that's
Yeah.
not a defining character trait.
I mean,
What's your life been like, man? How'd you grow up, and what led to your village getting burned down? Like, what was the days leading up to it? Did the guy just show up on a horse one day, fall off of it, and then immediately decide to set fires?
Yeah,
or
like,
was there a
was
point
your-
where he talked to you and said, "Hey, you guys got to stop doing this, whatever it is you're doing, or we'll burn it down"? Like, was there a warning first, or did they just come and start doing it?
there wasn't
like,
really
was
a
your
warning.
village
but
wearing the wrong thing or walking down the wrong alley, or was it just, generally asking for it?
Are you victim blaming?
No. I'm not victim blaming, but at the same time, we like to know both sides of the story, especially before we talk to a person who's on the other side of the story.
No, me and Relathor are cool now. I mean, kind of. Sort of.
Okay.
I kind of have to babysit him. He's not all. But, yeah, my village, I don't know. Do you know many elves?
We know exactly one.
Yeah, we were being like elfy. And what? Trees.
Oh,
Friends
okay.
of deers.
Oh,
Bows and
Ours has
arrows.
done none of these things. Well, the bows and arrows part, yes.
Yeah.
spent a lot more times in alleys than I did in trees.
That's true.
You look pretty comfy in that tree up there.
But
He's got his crossbow.
I'm way comfier down here drinking.
But yeah. I mean, we were like a very naturey people. I mean, you guys know about the mother sorceress, right?
No.
Yeah.
Is that your mom?
No.
Oh.
I mean, kind of, but
okay.
she's like everyone's mom.
Because everyone knows about her. Am I right? I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know what you just said. She's everyone's mom, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
In like a caregiver capacity or in a literal capacity?
Both.
That sounds nice.
Wait, what?
Damn.
What religion do you people follow?
I don't.
Religion?
I mean,
Oh,
So-
you mean those guys that walk around with plates asking for your money?
Well, no.
Oh,
You guys do things weird in cities.
yeah, they do.
So you don't honor the turning of the year. You don't celebrate the Sabbats or any of that.
Prim
I'm
raises their cup. I don't follow the triad, if that's what they're asking.
Look, I'm sure the Sabbats were a great bunch of dudes and girls, but we don't really follow that kind of stuff.
What's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
triad?
I don't know either.
Oh.
Killer's been talking about some sort of weird metaphysical thing that you just started talking about, but like, I don't know, it's just more of his rambling.
Oh.
I know that every time I do something chancy, I grab my dice, my actual dice.
I give him a look like he was gonna make the joke, and I grab the little pouch that's tucked under my shirt that I don't really show people, and
I offer thanks to the dice god, but that's about it. It's about as far as praying goes for me.
So, do I need to like sit here and give a bunch of history and lore and whatnot, explaining well, I don't think I know who
I mean,
like made the
I reach
world.
back in and I pull out the dice and I pull them actually out of the pouch and I roll them.
That's boxcars. You can talk about whatever you want.
And I just start drinking more.
Prim pulls out a bit of like a little booklet in their pouch and like, according to my notes here, I follow Alona, so there's that.
Kid's going to go back into the tent and basically say, if I want to have dreams, I'll do it myself.
Okay. I mean, you know what dreams are, right?
My guess, messages sent by an evil sorcerer before I go to sleep.
That was ominous, Mr. Edgelord Jr. over there.
I mean, in his case, it might actually be true.
That's an oddly specific answer.
That was an oddly specific question.
I think you might be dealing with something there.
Probably.
Nobody else knows what he's talking about.
No.
Have you been
So
hiding things from us, Keldor? I mean, kid. I mean, whoever you are.
Oh no, other night I saw an asshole in my dreams, and
Yeah, but I'm talking about something weird in your dreams, like,
oh,
you know, other than body parts. I see assholes all the time. That's not. We don't need to know about that part of your dreams. Okay, I don't think that's the important part. I think
oh,
that's part of my dreams.
You know,
Uh,
strange people or strange situations. You know, not like the usual.
oh, yeah, there was a person in a hood once, and then I almost killed him, I think, and
Oh.
then I woke up, and hopefully he doesn't come back because he knows I'll try it again.
Good. Good. Okay. So, if I see a dude in a hood in my dreams, kill him, and he won't
just
come
you
back.
did
Perfect.
dreams, just like I don't know, kick him or something. He tried to get all weird with me,
perfect.
like he made like this person I was fighting have like all of y'all's faces, and I didn't want to hit that because I didn't want to. And then after that, he tried talking to me, and he said that he was like a god or something, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so I
Like
tried
you
to
do.
kill him, and that's when I woke up. So I think he wimped out.
Okay. So, has anyone else in the group aggravated a deity that we might want to know about?
So, Prim
Do you
has
count the Satan fish?
I don't think he was a deity, but probably good to keep it in mind.
Oh, yes, Primrose?
Prim has fallen asleep and fallen off the log.
Thud.
Yeah, they're asleep.
Okay. Oh, Blue, passing out. Cool. Guess I'll tell you about my deep and interesting religion time. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
It's weird that you guys don't know any of that. It's almost like we live entirely different, separate lives because we're from different cultures.
Right?
He's talking to himself right now.
It's almost like there's dozens of things that people call gods, and I can't be bothered to know all of them.
Yeah, maybe. But mine did this to me, so I think mine's right. So.
Well, I hope she doesn't do that to me. So that
it was kind of cool.
was it?
Do magic, and I'm
Well,
not
that's
dead,
kind of neat.
which is nice.
There's always a bonus. It's usually the first thing I look for in a job, you know?
Yeah.
It's not dead. Yeah.
Cool. If you need to like sleep or whatever, it's cool. I'll keep watch.
I'm pretty.
All right. Cool. Good job, Sanzala. They're accepting you.
Now you can steal all their stuff.
No, it's like, good job. If you just hang around long enough, they'll be like having friends again. Nice.
Yep.
God, I'm so lonely.
That's how this group works.
Okay. The rest of the night passes. I'm assuming everyone wants a good solid 8 hours or more rest.
Yes.
Flick probably isn't gonna wake up till somebody comes and like rouses him forcefully.
Same.
Okay, so Primrose and Flick, you'll be woken by somebody else. Everybody else, how do you go about waking up?
Same way I do every morning.
Naked jumping jacks.
In a cold sweat from years of psychological trauma?
Yes, it makes the jumping jacks more brisk. Oh crap,
Right.
it's snowing outside again, guys.
Oh my god, your naked jumping jacks are going to be a lot worse now.
Right? The neighbors' complaints are actually going to be legitimate. No one wants to see shrinkage.
Well, TJ, you know if you put like a white hat on, couldn't you just like merge in with the snow?
Yeah, but how do I get it to stay around my waist? That's the question. Yeah?
God.
You don't. That's just part of the fun.
Okay, so one thing I have noticed, I have seen Varco has so don't blink. When you wake up in the morning, what do you go and do?
I'm always a big fan of having breakfast in the morning, making it, I guess. So I figured hopefully everyone would be hungry in the morning. Normally, I think I'm assuming Keldor normally gets breakfast started, or I think maybe Gen3. But I kind of feel happy about myself killing a ghost last night.
Yeah. So you're getting up with a pep in your step. So yeah, you can get up before everyone else. Usually Gen3 is the first one up, making breakfast, just so people like him. But yeah, if you beat him to it, you do that. You can get started on bacon and various other bits and pieces.
Do you wake up Primrose and Flick though? Like,
Try not to, but I mean, like, little splatters all over the place.
oh no.
Yeah. Varco, as you walk out the tent, still sat in one place, having basically not moved at all, you see the edgy elf teenager with his two birds He did put his he didn't put his cloak back on, so his arms are still exposed. The right hand side being covered in similar markings to yours, and the left side being mainly burned. And he sat there and he goes, "Oh, hey."
Mako just kind of like looks at him for a little bit. He doesn't really move, and then just looks over at Flick and then Primrose. I notice that they're just sound asleep. I just kind of shrug and kind of nod my head at the guy and say, "Morning."
Yeah, it is.
So I go over and put the stuff down and kind of clap my hands together and rub them. I'm like, all right, which bird do you want to eat today?
These are my... No. I can go get a bird, but not these two.
Okay.
You can't have Nox or Luke.
Well, I mean, I guess no one told you the rules last night, but yeah, you gotta get like normally 2 or 3 birds in the morning. Or
What's
hare,
happening right now?
it would be fine. Like, small little rabbits.
I mean, these are my birds, but I can go hunting.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think everyone would really appreciate that.
Cool. Any preference? I can get most things.
You're back to be within like maybe 30 minutes. Just that as long as you come back with whatever you have in 30 minutes.
All right, cool. I'll do that. Bye. And he gets up and just walks off into the woods.
As he walks past,
he's like, "Oh my god, that guy's so weird," and like that's you making breakfast.
As he walks past, Flick like kicks. He's like, "No, Sibyl, you don't have to kill him."
Mako like puts a blanket on Flick and make sure that Primrose has a blanket on her as well.
Okay. In this half an hour, Varko, do you go about waking anybody else up, or people who are sleeping let them sleep, and then
people who are sleeping let them sleep. Because I mean, I'm not finished with breakfast yet. As soon as breakfast is finished, then yeah, I'm gonna start kicking people away.
Just whack.
all right?
But Keldor would have
Black
woken
Eye
up
becoming-
as soon as his 8 hours was up. And
Yeah.
Since he took
Gotta pour the bacon grease somewhere. Wakey
Yeah.
wakey.
So
Black
Keldor
Eye.
will wake up. Genfrey will wake up. I mean, Genfrey steps out, and a look of shock and despair comes over his face. He realizes someone else can cook, and he goes, "Oh, that was my job. Okay."
Oh, I told
Heroes,
you
you still blind?
Try this new thing that I made.
Okay. Sorry, don't blink. Can you repeat what you just said? My brain
Yeah, I
went.
go over and I just motion Genthry over, and I'm like, "Hey, come taste this. Tell me if it's okay."
Oh yeah. He comes out. What have you made?
Since we have like quite a bit of food from last time, I took the dried bacon bits and I put them on there a little bit too long so they stay crunchy, and I cut up a bunch of potatoes, and then I mixed it in with some egg, and
Oh
like that's kind of what, like, essentially just bacon, eggs, potato kind of thing going on.
my god, yes.
breakfast
Yeah.
scramble.
Genfrey takes a mouthful and goes, "That's really
It's really what?
that's really good.
Oh, glad you like
You-
it.
I'll pack up my stuff and leave then, because you won't need me anymore."
Keldor like walks up behind him and says, like not even noticing, is like, "Oh, Gendry, did you make the food?"
No, don't
Oh.
rub it in.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna help me with that the potions later, right?
Oh yeah. I'm
Rocco
still
can't do
useful
that.
to everybody.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yay!
I asked Keldor, what's with that weird elf?
I don't actually know. I kind of had. I saw him for like maybe seconds before I like passed out.
Kid's walking laps around the camp while reading his spell book.
This whole
Kind
time,
of found him in the
Keldor,
woods last night.
and this whole time, like, Keldor has, like, is fully, like, first thing he did when he woke up, full gear. Like, he is not taking any chances. There's already been, like, several ambushes. He's like, I'm gonna be, like, ready in case something else. And he's also gonna be, like,
with that full plate.
keeping a constant eye out. And
Since
having,
I see
he
Kid
actually
walking
told
around,
Snowy to patrol outside of the camp.
Since Keldor doesn't know who that weird elf guy is, and I see Kid, I'm like, hey, Dark Horse, what's up with that weird guy? The weird elf.
I don't know. We found him in the woods last night.
And he was just sitting here when I got up.
Seems about right.
Okay. Well,
We sat here, we took our shirts off for a little bit, and then I guess we went to sleep after he started talking about gods and stuff. I got bored.
Alright, well,
Wait,
wash your
gods?
hands.
Why was he
Tummy.
talking about gods? Like a claim or something?
Not sure. He's got two birds, which make me think he's at least half sorcerer. And like looking at his body, it kind of made sense. He's half sorcerer and half burn victim. I don't know.
Keldor's just like, what?
I
Kinda
didn't really
CR
take
does
the
that come
chance to. I didn't take the chance to look and read his, but it looks a lot like Vako's stuff.
I mean, okay. Okay. Well, he can help me with something. Who knows? And Keldor's just actually start up a training regime.
Okay. Varka, as you go around and wake everyone else up, wake Eliza. Eliza is fine. She gets up. She announces she walks out. Does anybody need any medical attention? To which Heroes replies, I can't fucking see.
Keldor's like, yeah, that thing did a thing that made it so that I couldn't do things as well. I don't know what he did.
Yeah. So Eliza is immediately going to have to burn 4 of her level 1 spell slots casting.
To cure whatever's affecting Keldor and.
Well, 3 for Keldor and 1 to get rid of Hero's blindness. So that happens. Flick and Primrose, as you get woken up, how you feeling?
Was the temperature cold or warm?
You fell asleep next to a fire, and there was someone
yeah.
there tending to it and keeping it burning. So
True.
you were fine. It wasn't like, ooh, where are you gonna wake up and be absolutely freezing? But it wasn't like super comfortable.
Matt, just quick. Restoration, you get to roll a d4 to see.
Oh, does that transfer from individual abilities, or is it like just D4 in general? Because if it is,
I
then
got
she
it.
might.
How many? Eliza. Let's just roll the spell. How many times is she using? Lesser Restoration is level 2 spell, by the way. Let's see.
Okay. Roll it. Just roll it till 3 points come back for Keldor, and then she also needs to use remove blindness or whatever it's called to get rid of that. Oh,
Okay.
3 points, perfect. So
Sweet.
All right.
you feel better.
Yep. This one's a level 3 that she has to use the remove blindness deafness.
And that is Heroes better.
So Prim is like confused for a good minute. Would they be hungover or not? That's the question today.
That's entirely up to you.
Yes,
Lesser
they are
Restoration will
hungover.
fix that.
Prim's just going to mutter to. What's it? They're just sitting on the ground, holding their head in their face, holding their face in their hands.
Eliza will step out and she'll see how you're doing. Oh, so you decided to sleep out here then?
I think I just like I don't remember what happened. Good morning. How are...
She kissed you and she's like, I'm fine. Was a little. Oh no, it's weird whenever we don't sleep together.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. Obviously, you can have your own space and this, that, and the other. It's just strange. I'm not complaining. I'm certainly not being passive aggressive or anything like.
You were very aggressive last night.
Yeah, that was really weird.
My friend got hurt, and I wanted to fix it.
Good plan, Keldor says as he's like trying to get Snowy to like charge down a stump. It's like, come on, Snowy, come on.
Oh, sorry. Please go.
It was weird, but like strangely into it. It's really interesting. What's that even?
Eliza kind of pauses and thinks for a second, and she just goes, dearie, is there anything you're not into? Because you kind of say that a lot.
Well, when you've been around as long as I have, I don't know the answer to that question. But
she rests a hand on your cheek and then like strokes your hair and kisses you on the forehead and goes, don't worry, it's one of the things I love about you.
Oh.
And then she continues doing general Eliza-y type things. Angus is the last one to crawl out of his bed eventually. He doesn't look great. He looks like he got beat up by a tentacle.
And not in the good way.
He was like that before I got into the tent.
Yeah.
Oh.
He walks out and like cracks his neck and goes, ugh. So,
good morning, Tentacle Man.
Hey, morning.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
Both.
Quite frankly, does it matter when it's just a statement of fact?
True.
Where did well, I didn't get his name.
Vaco sent him off to murder birds.
Oh.
Alright. Well, what's our plan? Are we packing up and abandoning? Doing a, like school ditch thing, or are we befriending him?
That would be rude, Andrew.
Not to mention, he knows where your dwarf guy is.
Oh, hey.
And he kind of knows the woods and like everything.
Oh, grand. Well, wonderful
you
to
owe him.
You mean, fine, if you say so. I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like I've been beaten up by like tentacles and a ghost. Weird.
That's very.
I feel pretty good
specific.
actually.
So
that was.
Oh.
Was that like a sentence?
Yeah, it kind of cut out for us a little bit.
Kelzer just told Angus that he did actually get beaten up by a tentacle and a ghost.
Yeah, because Angus basically went to bed still under the effects of a fusion spell. It's like, nah, I'm done. Everything's a bit hazy.
Also, to reduce the amount of murdering that needs to happen, we need you to go by Andrew for at least a little bit.
Good fella. He's not a fan of.
Well, your dad kind of ordered him.
Oh, he probably is. He was a dick.
He has the exact same opinion.
Oh, grand. Maybe we can bond over it, form some kind of camaraderie. Oh,
He
hey,
didn't
my
much
dad's
care
a
for
dick.
me. He didn't much care for me when I claimed my nobility. So I don't know if it's exactly a you thing or if it's just like a blanket statement towards all nobility.
Eh. Not going to lie, I can kind of understand it. I mean, if I was not nobles and came across nobles, I'd think they're probably dicks.
You'd probably be right.
I mean,
Oh wait, I'm one of them now. No,
Like,
don't listen to the rabble.
Not all of us are extreme jerks.
oh, aye, obviously very good one. But, you know, if I had to make a general assumption, you know,
Holy
from
crap.
seeing people moving around all hoity-toity and all of that shite, we probably do come off as massive wankers.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, man.
Keldor's
So-
really
Under my entourage of
confused
goblins.
because like all the nobles in like his circle are like the kind who actually go out with the farmers to help farm. So he's like,
oh, yeah.
what? Keldor's
Yeah.
really, like,
You've got a
Nobles are-
great duke.
what?
You got a great duke.
I mean,
So-
there's what's his face. He's a dick. That's mostly because he doesn't like anything that's not. No, he doesn't even like humans, so that doesn't really count.
All right.
I don't think he likes anyone.
Okay. Do we
So-
need to prepare? Do we need to gear up for the forest at all?
I
Yes,
mean,
what is the
is it-
plan?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's
Ramon.
just a forest, right? Like, what even could be there?
Um.
Uh,
Well, we did just run into ghosts. There might be more of them.
Oh, it's just a
Also,
lake. What could be there?
No,
Yes,
I
Primrose.
wouldn't know if the cart could go through or not. on that
Primrose,
level.
I think you said you wanted to say something, and I spoke over you.
Yeah, no, started my invisible cat just jumped on me. So, Andrew McMuffin, what is the plan today?
McMuffin.
McMuffin.
Yeah.
If I was to make a tavern, I would sell that as a food stuff to people's. Maybe put like eggs in it.
Like a
sounds
scone
good.
filled with eggs.
Aye. It sounds
Maybe
both
some
really
sausage.
appetizing, but at the same time, you'd probably feel deeply ashamed of yourself for eating it.
I don't know about you. I wouldn't. I eat anything.
I'd
Elder
probably eat
says.
like 3 of them.
Huh.
You need to put something like really obscure on top of it, like something you just call breakfast sauce.
Okay, I need to break character. What the fuck is breakfast sauce? That is not
What
a thing we
is-
have over here.
What
the
is
whole
that?
point.
Okay, so,
What the fuck, Texas?
No, that's
I
not a
worked-
Texas thing.
I worked
Huh?
at McDonald's for a while. We had a sandwich that had something called. Came with something called breakfast sauce.
That sounds
uh,
terrible.
It actually
It
doesn't
was kind
taste
of
bad.
a yellow. It was kind of a yellowish color. It was really
Oh.
creamy.
It's almost got like a mustard in it of some sort.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't remarkably different from mayonnaise and mustard mixed together.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? That's disgusting.
So I guess
Actually
it's
not
like the
that bad.
Midwest's. I guess the breakfast equivalent to the Midwest's fry sauce.
Fry sauce is
Yeah.
good though. That's good shit.
See, I'm glad people actually know about fry sauce. So
Fry
I'm
sauce
I'm
is
not
good.
lying, 'cause-
What are Americans doing to food?
Breaking it.
You are asking the wrong question. The
I mean, personally, I put. I put
right
sweet baby rays
question
on
is,
pretty
what
much
are
everything.
they not doing?
Yeah,
And
that's
the
probably
answer
more
would
accurate.
be nothing. There
Yeah.
is nothing that they have not tried to do with food.
True.
Okay.
Get some of
You've
that.
chosen
Sorry,
to stick
I-
with all the worst things.
I just had to get that out of my system. Sorry, back into character.
So no worries. The sweet baby rays has that effect.
He just had to let out his inner Gordon Ramsay.
We all have those over there. Sweet baby rays barbecue sauce.
Good stuff.
It's equally good for chicken, beef, pork, and also turkey.
Never tried it on
all-
turkey.
All
you want
barbecues
something to
stop
taste-
working once you cross the Atlantic.
No, we have barbecues.
Shut up!
Just, usually people end up having to like set up an umbrella because it always rains whenever someone tries to have a barbecue. It's like designed.
Yep.
What's your definition?
Sounds familiar to me.
What is my definition of barbecue? It's like too much meat. I mean, that's
Good.
oxymoronic because you can't have too much meat, but yeah.
That is a real barbecue, and it is.
Oh,
not...
and then there's always that one asshole who's like, "Do you have potatoes?"
Is that a thing, Matt?
Yeah, that one
Yep.
poor asshole who wants a vegetable with all the meat.
I mean,
How
okay,
dare
You
he.
cannot have potatoes at a barbecue.
no, as in like that's all they want. They
Oh,
don't.
hey.
It's
That's
the
fine.
person who shows up and asks for a vegetarian option. The vegetarian option is to go home.
Do you have
No, you-
grilled
no, you
tofu?
put-
Oh my god.
No. Y'all
No.
can grill. You can grill vegetables
Oh yeah,
easily.
one
Yep.
of my favorite things is Brussels sprouts on the grill. Really good.
Oh,
We only really grill like corn on the cob. Like that's the thing.
That's good.
lovely.
Yeah,
That is
that's
good.
fine. That's perfect. Put that shit in some tinfoil and you got it done.
Yeah.
Who needs tinfoil? Although speaking of, there is a very weird thing. I don't know if this is British or if it's just a few weird people I know. They'll get a banana and cut it
Blue
open.
banana.
No,
You're losing this. You're losing us, Matt. We fry
Yeah.
bananas over here, and you're about to lose me here.
no, they'll cut it like in half, like still in the skin, and then put a specific chocolate bar we call a flake. It's basically just you use it a lot for cooking, and it just like crumbles. You put that in the middle of banana and you grill that. It's like I think it's gross, but apparently it's a thing.
That sounds like it'd be good if you fried it.
I don't know.
Everything's
Back to the
better when you
game,
fry.
though.
Anyways, we have like
That is the American instinct.
Yeah.
5 minutes. I won't bring up fried beer or anything, so let's just get going.
What the okay, I'm done.
I've seen it.
fried
I've
beer
been
is
at the-
amazing.
I've
Oh.
been at the
And you
country show
cannot
before.
deny it.
I know what it's about.
Good lord, okay.
I just dipped out of the conversation 5 minutes ago.
All right,
I'm
let's
not
do it.
country enough, apparently. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
No.
So basically, whilst we can't call him a friend. Your new strange person is off hunting. What is everybody's vague plan of action for preparing themselves?
Really, there is
I'm
one
getting
thing
ready to drive.
Keldor's
right?
gonna do is Keldor witnessed the Minotaur fighting yesterday, and I was like, dude, you need to be better. And he's gonna
Sure,
actually
does it.
start drilling him in like how to fight better with his great
If you don't
axe.
do it, we'll blind you again.
Oh, no, he's not threatening. He's like, dude,
Oh.
you need to not do this so that I don't have to save you again, because I'd rather not.
Let's make him a knight.
All right, yeah. So you are essentially saying down, gain an actual class level.
Yeah.
Are you specifically training him like a knight?
No, Knight takes too. I don't think Keldor would be capable of that. I think he'd be more capable of teaching him like how to just be a fighter. Because like
Fighter?
knighthood is very
Moral.
not just that. It's like like if you look at the actual definition, it's something you have to do from childhood.
Yeah, it's the whole you start as a squire. You don't even start as a squire. You usually start as like a fucking stable boy, and work your way up. Like,
Yeah,
knighthood is a lifelong.
Actually, I have levels in Scout. Let's give him a Scout level so that he survives.
Oh shit, make him fast.
Yeah. Let's just make
Alright.
him
Improve his
survive.
charging ability.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I can
in
do
your
that for
downtime,
him. Yeah.
you're going to be working on that. He's not going to gain the level right away.
Yeah,
He
that's
will
fine.
gain this level when you all next gain a level.
Sounds good.
And depending, like, I might see if I can justify like being on the fast track and maybe gaining a couple of levels to catch up to where you guys are, because at the moment he is literally just from the monster manual Minotaur, so he's not really much used to be lugging around with you.
But he's a Minotaur.
Yeah, so I will do some maths on that in the future for when that comes about.
I think we
So-
must have wanted him for the siege, didn't we?
pretty much. He can't get weaker. Put it that way.
Okay, good. At least he's got that going for him.
You know, you could give him levels in Wizard. He can't get weaker.
Oh. Primrose gets ready, and at the very end of getting ready, they pull Liza aside and just make out. Just to make up for last night. Anyway, that's all. That's happened.
Oh.
It was so
okay.
desperately needed. You had to fit it in there.
Yes. It's been a few
All right.
sessions.
It's been a few sessions since y'all have decided to be gross in front of the rest of the party.
I pulled her aside, not in the. Just yeah.
Okay. As you are doing that, from out of the trees, your new elf person shows up. He's holding like 2 dead birds. And he goes, "Gross," and just continues walking.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just put those in the back of the cart for later, and we'll.
Hey, lunch.
Yeah, we'll have it for lunch.
Oh, okay. So,
How do you like your pheasant? Do you like it raw or do you like it cooked? I don't really know how elves do.
we cook.
Yeah, we generally cook our food.
So, you guys want me to take you to Relithor, right?
Yes. Yes,
All right.
we wanted to go and beseech a druid, at least, and see if he'd be
Even if
willing to
he's
join
the
our
only one.
cause.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright.
the only one.
Cool. His cave is kind of like the opposite side of the forest. It'll take us maybe 6 hours to get there, give or take.
That's not too bad.
He gestures to your cart. That's not getting through here.
And Keldor stops as he's like strapping some of the supplies in and is like, Zoe! And then he starts unloading everything and loading it on the animals. After
time
he
to
packed
release
it
the
all
horses.
up. He's actually loading the horses up with the stuff.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Did we name the horses?
Nope.
Yes.
Wait, did we?
It depends. Are these from Wagon 1 or Wagon 2? Because if these are the original horses, they're called like Mustang and Disappointment.
I don't think that's inaccurate to what we called them.
That actually does sound correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like what we'd name them. Yep.
Yeah.
I propose name potatoes nests myself.
No.
I don't think you ever named Wagon 2. I'd have to go back and check.
If I can do that, I can do that right now.
Yeah, but we're pretty much at time here. So, is there any absolute last final speedy quick thing anybody would like to do or say?
I think we're...
Bye.
We need to do a sign out.
Hey, I have stuff.
Damn it.
Yeah, we got some stuff.
Thank you
Okay,
everybody
I got
for.
two in me.
Yeah, you do.
I always got at least 2 rounds in me, baby.
So thank you everybody for showing up. We here at Welcome Party are a wonderful all-inclusive space for everybody. You should join with Discord. Link is down below. You can also follow Welcome to the Party here on Twitch at twitch.tv/WelcomePartyRPG. Over on Twitter at Welcome Party RPG, and you can catch up on everything on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Welcome to the Party. I have been your Dungeon Master and host, the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter at the Bardic Knock, here on Twitch at the Bardic Knock, over on YouTube at the Bardic Knock, and on Patreon, where I will gladly take your money if you give it to me at the Bardic Knock. And that's me. Archer, you have things you are proud of and wish to share.
Yes, I have an Etsy page for my lovely beadwork that I've been making. I have just added 2 new items. I have keychains, fully customizable. You can do anything you want on it, logos included. Unfortunately, due to Etsy's weird laws that allow some people to sell logoed stuff and other people not, I will not be posting any pictures of this item currently, because, yeah, fun stuff. And hair clips.
That's actually really cool. I could do with some hair clips.
Yep.
Yeah.
4-inch barrettes. Fun
Wait.
stuff.
Show them again.
I can do almost any pattern on you guys.
I got hair to pull away. Oh.
And
Yeah, you really hit a target market.
currently, there is a coupon that I just put in Twitch chat for.
Yes, that's right, guys. You put in the code TJ's chair, and you will receive a little bit of a discount.
No.
Oh, okay, I'm lying.
It's a good idea for
No.
a future one, and I will definitely be writing that down. But no, that
You
wasn't
say
what I
it
put.
3 times, and my chair will show up in your bathroom mirror and kill you. That's what happens.
Yeah, but yes, there is a coupon. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah, orders are open. So if you ever want, it would
If you're looking
really
for
help
quality
me
art.
out. So
Yeah. If you're looking for quality drawn artwork, he can also do that.
DeviantArt.
Archer of the Eye on DeviantArt. Apparently, you can type in Archer of the Eye, and that's the first result. There are other DeviantArts you should check out too. One of them is done by the person who is doing the current picture of Kid the Dark Horse, who's got all the magic and 4 arms and lots of teenage angst. That is Mikun19, Mikkun 19 at deviantart.com. She is awesome, and I have done most of my things without much reference. The other person you should check out is on Twitter. He is Thomas JB there. And he has done the original picture of Kid the Dark Horse, as well as a lot of other really cool, hyper-realistic things that you may want to be looking for. And finally, there's one more DeviantArt to check out, and it belongs to our faceless individual, Rebecca. And what is that?
You can find me at DeviantArt under Lundana, Lundana.
To get
Awesome.
cool stuff.
That's. Anyone else have stuff they want to talk about and tell people to go check out? If not, we're done.
You can find me at your local karaoke bar. You don't have to give me any money. You just have to say hi. Doesn't matter where you live. I'm at your local karaoke bar. All of them.
He is.
Good
Yeah,
to know.
turns
I
out-
will never show up at any of them.
Alrighty. We are gonna go raid my dear, good, awesome friend Shogun, who is doing some Dungeons and Destiny. So he has homebrewed an entire set of rules to essentially play Destiny as Dungeons and Dragons, and that is over on Alaskan Blue Jays Twitch channel. This should work. /raid. Do the thing. Yes. So that's where we're heading over now. Until next time, everybody. Stay safe and happy adventuring.
Bye.